Hey guys, it's Gabe here. Before we get started, I just want to let you know that this is a little different. I'm doing this reaction solo. Aaron's not here right now with me, and I'm recording this on Wednesday instead of me and Aaron usually recording on Monday or Tuesday. The reason for this is because we decided, since I've never seen Far From Home, Spider-Man Far From Home, it's better if I just do a solo reaction instead of Aaron just wanting to rewatch it. I mean, he can if he wanted, but he decided not to. So it's a little disclaimer. I'm doing this as a solo reaction to get my first time reaction to this movie and this review. Let's see how good this movie is. Hopefully, it's better than Homecoming. I'm sure it is. Anyway, I'm actually pretty excited to see this. Even though I'm not really into MCU or connected universes or just superheroes in general, I do like Spider-Man. And I'm looking forward to how I would react and review this. And you're going to have to wait for that review when we actually do the podcast episode. Because as I was saying, the disclaimer that I'm doing right now is going to the beginning of the podcast episode that you're currently watching. Whatever that may be, I don't know. That's just me and Aaron in the future. I'm just recording this reaction now. The reactions, as usual, will be going up on the shorts, not in the actual episode, but the reviews and my discussion about this movie will be in this episode. We will be talking about it once we get to the tier list and anime news and stuff and get through all of that. Anyway, enjoy the episode. I will see you into the reaction or into the podcast episode. Anyway, let's get started. We're probably not. I tried so hard to record the movie, but I couldn't. So you're just gonna be able to hear the audio only, which should be fine. I'll try to make it work. So nothing on screen. You're just gonna be hearing the movie audio and my commentary. Anyway, enough me rambling on. Let's get to the actual movie and my reaction and my review.
What's up, guys? I'm Aaron, I'm here with Gabe, and welcome back to our podcast.
What's up, guys? Hashtag polar butt.
That's something from our high school days.
Yeah, I just remembered it yesterday. I'm like, I can't stop thinking about it now. Like, we were so immature back then. We just
Yeah, that was what, grade 11?
like, we always burst out. Burst out laughing in art class. The way we just started bursting.
Yeah, that was in grade 11. So we were like 16, 17 years old.
Yeah.
So we were
immature.
Yeah, we were immature even in high school. I still think we're a little immature now.
There's a saying I read recently, and I could not agree with it more. Men, we do not grow up, we grow old.
Yeah. That's true. We are still a little immature. So
yep.
We have not grown up. But we are definitely older.
I kind of want to get Minecraft again. If I get Minecraft, will you get Minecraft too, and we can do like a survival multiplayer thing?
Yeah, sure.
I don't know why I've been wanting to play. What?
Yeah, sure, I would do that.
Yeah?
When was the last time
awesome.
I played Minecraft? Jesus.
I don't remember. I think it's like 2016, like 9 years ago or something.
Like early high school?
Since I last played.
Because we played to like the same amount of time.
Yeah. I don't remember, dude. How do you even start a server? Like, it's been so long. I don't remember how you start like a survival server or something.
Well, I know how to start.
I'm
pretty sure you start your own server, and then you can send someone like the seed or something, and then they can put it in and join a game together, something like that.
Yeah, exactly. And speaking of games, Dry last episode was...
Yeah, that game's so much fun, and we're planning to do another podcast of that, because that's actually one of the funnest games I've played this year.
Yeah.
Like,
I loved editing that video a lot and doing the shorts for that, so that was fun. Yeah. Honestly, scheduling those shorts made it so much easier, because I did not need to remind myself of, I need to post the shorts. Yeah. So, like, having all those scheduled made it so much easier for me.
Yeah.
Alright, so our first segment for today it's a new segment. We haven't done this one in... Oh yeah, by the way, welcome to episode 7, guys.
Yeah, it is episode 7.
We made it to episode 7!
Yeah, it's the longest we ever made it.
Yep.
Considering the other 2 times you attempted where we didn't even have a schedule, then we had the 1 month schedule.
What should we do for episode 10? We should do
something. we should figure out what we're ready for episode 8 and 9 for us.
We should make out with girls at episode 10.
Maybe. But we should really do something. We really should do 8 and 9 before we do something with 10.
Yeah.
8 and 9 is kind of like...
No.
We gotta figure that. We can't gotta skip to 10.
All right. Anyway, so we haven't done this segment before. This is an anime news segment. We're just going through the top news in anime for this week.
Yeah.
But first, I found something about Anime News Network. 2 things here. The Japan's video game rankings for February 3rd to February 9th. So top 20 here. I will have a screenshot for you guys to see on screen. So for February 3rd to February 9th, Japan ranked these video games.
Mm-hmm.
In number 20, we have Pikmin 4.
Mm-hmm.
Number 19, Kirby and the Forgotten Land. I've heard of that one. Number 18, Sakai no Asobi Taizen 51.
Mm-hmm.
At number 17, we have Splatoon 3.
Mm-hmm.
That's... wait, that was 3 years ago now? Jeez.
Wow.
Number 16, Ring Fit Adventure. Number 5, now we're going to top 15. Number 15 is Super Mario Odyssey. That came out 2017, and I'm surprised that, okay.
Yeah.
And then number 14, Pokemon Scarlet and Violet.
Okay, makes sense.
Number 13, Luigi's Mansion 3.
Oh, okay, that game got 3 games. I have the first one.
Number 12, Dragon Quest 3 HD 2D Remake.
Yeah, of course it's a remake.
Number 11, Super Smash Bros. Ultimate.
Okay, makes sense.
Number 10, It Takes Two.
Yeah, that game was actually Game of the Year when it came out, which I think was 2021.
Yeah. Number 9, we have Nintendo Switch Sports. Number 8, Dynasty Warriors Origins. Oh, I've heard of Warrior games. Yeah, I played Warrior games before. Number 7, Minecraft. Minecraft for the Switch specifically.
No, not the PC version.
Number 6, Animal Crossing New Horizons.
I heard that game how popular it was.
Yeah. Number 5, Black Myth Wukong.
Oh, yeah, I heard about that game. That game's really popular.
Number 4, Kingdom Come Deliverance Second.
I heard of that game, I think.
Number 3, Mario Kart 8 Deluxe. Number 2, Donkey Kong Country Returns HD.
Mm-hmm.
And number 1, Super Mario Party Jamboree.
Wow.
So that is Japan's ranking on video games for February 3rd to February 9th. And for February 3rd, we also have Japanese anime ranking for February 3rd and February 9th as well. According to Anime News Network, according to Video Research, we have... so the lowest one I can find here... is it top 10? Hold on. 6, 7, 8, 9, 10... top 11. So number 11, we have Oshiri Tantai.
Never heard of it.
Anime... And number 10, we have Animated Osaru no George.
No.
Curious George.
No.
Wait, is Curious George a thing still? Or is this a different Curious George?
I don't know. Curious George is quite old.
Number 9, we have One Piece.
Of course.
That makes sense.
No.
Yeah. Number 8, Crayon Shin-chan.
That game, that's been going on for years. That thing needs to end. And the animation is like... It looks like it's drawn by a kid. No offense.
And then number 7, we have Doraemon.
No, I heard of that.
Number 6, Blue Miburo.
Nope.
Number 5, You and Idol Precure.
I've heard of Precure series.
Number 4, we have the Apothecary Diaries.
Yeah, that's a new anime. I think it just came out season 2.
Number 3, we have Chibi Maruko-chan.
Yeah, I don't know.
Number 2, I've heard of this one. Number 2, we have Detective Conan.
Yeah, that's also a very long series, like Crayon Shin-chan and One Piece.
And number 1 for this week, we have Saze-san.
Yeah, you haven't heard of that.
So
Diamond's not on that list.
that is. Those are for both of Japan's ranking on video games anime. That is for February 3rd to February 9th.
I'm surprised Diamond didn't really wasn't there since just released like Super Saiyan 4 as an official canon transformation now.
Yeah.
Well, it's not calling it Super Saiyan 4, but we don't have an official name yet. Everyone knew it was a transformation, we just didn't know what it was going to be called.
I will leave the sources for that you guys can see the sources on the screenshot, but we can see here video research for the anime ranking, and then for the video game ranking for Mitsu, and then the top news for this week, according to Anime News Network. Hold on, let me just. Yeah, okay, we're already on news. The top news, right here on the. Oh, what the heck? Right here on the cover of Anime News. So an anime called The Guy She Was Interested In Wasn't a Guy at All. The manga is listed with the anime. We also have Matsui Akai's My Status as an Assassin Obviously Exceeds the Hero's Light. The novel gets an anime in October. So new animes coming for October.
Did you say My Status as an Assassin Exceeds the Heroes?
Yeah, My Status as an Assassin. I have
that first volume of that light novel.
Wait, are you serious?
Yes, I have that. I haven't read it yet, but I do have
awesome.
it.
Yeah, so my status as an assassin. My status as an assassin obviously exceeds the Hero's Light novels. That's getting anime in October.
The girl's kind of cute.
And then, the anime, The Kept Man of a Princess Knight novels is also getting an anime. Even a Replica Can Fall in Love novel series is also getting anime in the works. And another manga that's getting anime is one called, I'm not even gonna pronounce it. How do I pronounce that? Hitozuma no Kuchibiru wa kan Chuhai no Ajigashite. I don't know. I mispronounced.
Yeah, he's sorry that you probably butchered the name. Let me clear that you apologize because you may have butchered that name.
A bunch of animes getting. Hold on. Blue Orchestra manga resumes after a 16 months hiatus.
Wow.
Kawakita Ke no Kosho, the manga, that manga is ending. The second part of Ascendance of a Bookworm's manga will end in the next volume.
Ending this year. I don't know when. Is the Time of Reincarnated Slime's light novel series is ending this year.
Yeah, and another manga that's ending apparently is a manga about Shadow the Hedgehog. I didn't know there was a manga
about Shadow the Hedgehog?
Yeah, apparently.
Well, he is a cool Sonic character.
Okay, I'm looking through the rest of the news. Oh, we have a voice actor, a Japanese voice actor who died on January 29th. So rest in peace to Otomo Shimojo.
Do we have any of their work? Does it say any of their work in the news, or what they may have done?
Hold on, I'm looking here. Talent agency Tom Project announced last Thursday that actor Otomo Shimojo died on January 29th at a hospital in Tokyo. He had been diagnosed with acute subdural hematoma in September 2023, and his health is only worsened before passing. He died. He was 78 when he died.
Ooh, I think it's actually older than Akira Toriyama.
So rest in peace to that voice actor.
I don't know what they did, but you know. I know Mama's Japanese voice actor died, I think, in 2018.
Yeah. NostalgiaCon in Anaheim, California hosts Romy Park as a guest. So I guess she's a Japanese voice actor in anime.
I think so.
According to this picture, it looks like she voiced Edward Elric, Stars and Stripes in Blue Hero Academia. What's it? Who's the girl from Attack on Titan's name again? Hanji, right? The glasses girl, Hanji. Yeah. Hanji, and then Zoroark in Pokemon, and a Bleach character. Who's the white-haired guy in Bleach again?
The white-haired guy?
Yeah, the white-haired guy. Yeah, I can't remember his name, but yeah, she voiced him. She voices a Naruto character apparently, and apparently she voices. Oh, it's not a Japanese voice actor. Never mind. It's got to be an English voice actor because she voices a character from Adventure Time.
Oh, okay, because the only white-haired person I think of is Toshihiro Hisagaya, the Squad 10 captain.
Yeah. I'll just put a screenshot for you guys to see. There you go. Romy Park. I've never heard of her, but she's a guest at NostalgiaCon. I've never been to a convention.
Yeah, I know there's one in Toronto.
I am way too scared to
I
go to
also know
conventions to meet
there's
people.
literally something called, I think the one in Toronto is actually called Anime North.
Yep. And I think that should do it for anime news
I
this
have no
week.
idea why our podcast is named not the same as the convention.
This is the first segment we've done for this. And moving on to a tier list for the rest of this episode.
2 tier lists actually.
Which, two tier lists. Which one are we starting
We're
with?
starting with the Spider-Man tier list.
Okay, yes we are. We're starting with Spider-Man. Speaking of which, you guys already see this because I already put a disclaimer at the beginning of the video, but I reacted to Far From Home Alone. I recorded it on Wednesday, and you will see that in the shorts. All my thoughts, and my review will be in this episode as well once we get to Far From Home.
Yes, so we basically have every Spider-Man movie, as well as even like the old ones, and even some spin-offs like Morbius, which is, and Venom, which are part of the Spider-Man, franchise, but kind of different than the Spider-Man doesn't appear in the
Let's go in
movies.
order with Tobey Maguire, Andrew Garfield, and Tom Holland Spider-Man first, and then we can do Spider-Verse after that.
So the first Spider-Man in terms of image should be the second movie?
Yeah, the first
The second image, I'm pretty sure?
the first Spider-Man?
Because that looks like, yeah, it's like the second image, because that looks like, Mary
I think that's the
Jane
second
from the-
one, because I'm pretty sure that the second image is the second movie, because I think that's the one with Doc Ock in his eye right there. I think the first one is the first
Yeah,
image,
so-
right? I'm pretty sure the first one's the first image.
Yeah, because I know the main Spider-Man's all the way at, like, almost the end. Yeah, so...
Tobey Maguire is the first Spider-Man movie. Oh, I like it. It's good. I'm gonna put in.
Yes.
Oh, hold on. Actually, I wanna change the ranking here. I don't want the epic and the whole. I'm gonna change it to S and F and stuff. I'm gonna change epic to S.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, what the heck? No.
We're just gonna change them back to the
S.
original one.
No, stop it. A.
You're in trouble?
Why did I press F12? B.
F12, dude. When's F12?
C. Oh, what the heck? No, that's supposed to be. What are you doing? That's supposed to be.
I changed my mind.
It's supposed to be
A,
B.
C, D, F.
And then.
Of course, I'm gonna put any that I have not watched in
C.
F because some of these I've never seen.
Oh, I'm not gonna do F. I'm just gonna keep never watched as F. I'm gonna keep never watched. I mean.
Yeah, I guess it's. Yeah, I guess it's better than just saying it's a terrible movie.
D.
And
then I'm actually gonna add one below D and put F there. And I'm gonna change the color to blue and put F here. So now I have S, A, B, C, D, F, and never watched.
I don't have an F.
You can.
I actually don't know how to add.
You can add it. You can add a row.
Oh yeah, how? That's the question.
The settings on the side, like the gear on the side.
Oh. Add a row above. Make it blue.
Alright. I'm gonna put. So Tobey Maguire's first movie, the first Spider-Man movie for him. I'm gonna put that one. I like it. It's a good movie. But I'm gonna put in.
I mean, it was the very first
Yeah.
I guess big budget live action Spider-Man movie.
Yeah.
Honestly, I'm gonna put that at A because I really enjoyed that movie.
I'm gonna put it in B. It's good. I like it, but
yeah, it's a good.
What?
For me, it's a good introduction to live action Spider-Man.
Yeah. It did come out in 2002, so I can give it some leeway because obviously the CGI is gonna be bad at that time.
Yeah, the CGI can be so good in
but
compared to now, it's not as good as it now. But for that time, it was good.
But let's be real here. I like Kristen Dunst, however you pronounce her name, but her MJ was it did not age well. She was a damsel in distress. Every single movie. Every single movie, she was a damsel in distress. She also cheated on basically all the guys in that movie she was with. Like every movie, I'm pretty sure she cheated on Peter.
No, her MJ was the
Yeah.
most accurate
It was it.
with the red hair.
I mean, I guess yeah.
MJ actually has
Yeah,
red
in terms
hair.
of
So
looks,
it
yeah.
was, it was comic book accurate to
Yeah.
how Mary Jane actually looks and how she was kind of Peter's first love interest.
I don't know much about the comics, but I do know that much about it. Yeah. So I'm gonna put in B.
Well, I mean,
I do think it
I'm
I do think it aged slightly worse because of this, but it's still good. It's a good movie. It's been well written and the cinematography is great and the score is iconic. So I'm putting in B.
yeah, the director knew what he was doing with his trilogy.
Sam Raimi is the best.
trilogy.
So yeah. Now
Yeah, he knew what he was doing.
for the second movie, that one for me, I'm gonna put an S.
I'm gonna put B. I mean, I like Doctor Octopus. I just feel like it didn't feel like the same level as the original for me.
That's a surprise.
I mean,
Now that's
the first one is Green Goblin. It's iconic. Green Goblin's like the best known like Spider-Man villain, and I mean it was good, but there's some stuff that I just didn't like in the second one, much like the first one. I don't really like the train scene.
Yeah.
When he's stopping the train, that scene just Emily knows who he was because he's literally not wearing his mask in that scene.
Yeah.
I just didn't like that.
That's actually interesting. You put the second one in B because most people, from what I've seen, love the second one way more, and it's like they love how iconic it is. They still consider the second one to be one of the best superhero movies in general. So that's an interesting.
Yeah,
one. I put.
Yeah, I know. It's just some scenes I felt like.
Yeah.
Were just not like why was he not wearing his mask when he saw the train? Everyone knows who he is. Kind of deletes the whole secret identity thing.
Yeah. So I mean, if we're gonna talk about villains, Willem Dafoe's Green Goblin was iconic. It's amazing. I do like Alfred. How do you pronounce his name? Alfred Molina, I think. His version of Doc Ock is great as well.
Yeah.
Well, the train scene is obviously iconic. The spider sense scene where he saved MJ from the car crashing in the window is iconic. The score is is it Hans Zimmer? Hans Zimmer is the score for this one, right? I'm pretty sure he did.
Maybe.
Hans Zimmer's score is obviously great. It's always good. What else is this? Here's the thing. So for the as much as I love the villains for the first two movies, my favorite Spider-Man movies of all time is a Sandman and Electro, and then in the MCU movies, actually I'm gonna save the MCU one for last because we'll get to that one. But yeah.
So basically, your favorite would be 3 and Spider-Man 2.
My favorite's actually not 3, and it's not TASM 2. But as much as I like them,
well, that's where Sandman and Electro.
I like the villains, but
in those movies.
Yeah. Anyway.
Yeah.
So the second movie, I have an S. I still think it holds up. It certainly holds up better than the first one in terms of CGI. I mean, it did come out like 1 year later, or was it 2 years later from the first one?
I think it was 2004.
Yeah, okay, so 2 years later. Yeah. So that second one, I have an S, you have it in B. I have a gap between the first and second one.
I don't.
Okay, so
I am.
the images are now out of order because I found the third one's here. So but let's go to the Spider-Man 3.
Yeah, this one's kind of easy because you can actually see the red black suit.
Yeah. I'm gonna put this one in. Honestly, I'll put it in B.
I'm gonna put it in C.
Yeah, I figured.
Honestly, I felt like there was too much going on with like Venom, Sandman, like the Harry, like just too much villainness going on.
I'm actually gonna change mine. I'm gonna change mine to C.
Yeah, I think there was just too much going on. They had like 3 different villains.
So here's the thing.
Here's
the thing with Spider-Man 3 for me. That's the first Spider-Man movie I myself remember vividly and watching vividly, and I'm pretty sure I still have the DVD for this one.
I have 1 and 2.
This one is I remember.
And
wait, no, do I have this?
Spider-Man 1.
I have the third one.
I also have this Spider-Man.
I think I have the second. I have the second one and the third one. I'm pretty sure. But anyway.
I have the first, second, and the Amazing Spider-Man on DVD. Yeah. The first one.
So this one, it's a very flawed movie. And we love the memes in this movie, and it's very iconic, those memes.
Yep.
Obviously.
Also, the black suit is quite iconic.
Let me say right now, I do like it better than most people do. I do think it's slightly overhated, but at the same time, I see it's a lot of flaws. I will say this: the
Yeah.
third movie, the best CGI out of all three of them. I mean, it's
Oh yeah, with the CGI aging.
like think of it as
No, getting better.
2008 Spider-Man. Like this 2008 or 2007. I don't remember.
I don't remember either.
Is it? I'm gonna look this up actually. 2000
I think it's 8.
Spider-Man.
8 sounds right.
Spider-Man 3. Is it 2007?
Yeah.
Okay, now think of this. Spider-Man 2007. Imagine how difficult that is in 2007 to CGI all those grains of sand for Sandman. Like when we first see Sandman
Yeah.
come up, imagine how difficult that was in 2007. And
Yeah.
I will
That took a lot of work to do that.
I will say this: 2007 to to 2012. That's probably CGI at its peak. Because let's be real here,
Yeah.
CGI these days don't look nearly as good as back then for some reason.
Yeah.
So Spider-Man 3 has that going for it. It has the music and the CGI going for it. I mean, obviously the actors and directors as well. But yes, it does do too much. And I feel like people have hit this home a lot, and it's true. It does. I love the Sandman storyline. They should have kept with that. And I feel like Venom should have been saved for another movie.
Yeah. I know they didn't make a fourth one, so Venom wouldn't have appeared into the Venom series, or his Venom movies, the 3 Venom movies.
And I don't really blame Sam Raimi on that one, because I think it was, what's his name, Avi Arad, I think, the producer who wanted to shoehorn Venom into the movie to sell toys and stuff.
Yeah, and Venom has a very popular Spider-Man villain.
Yeah.
So, kind of get him in before the end of the Tobey Maguire's job as Spider-Man.
And something I love about this movie, Sandman's the only villain who did not die and had a kind of a redemption in this movie.
Yeah. I mean, he just wanted to be back to normal to see his daughter.
So I used to have this movie at maybe a D, but I'm gonna move it up to a high C or a low B. It can go back and forth for me between B and C, but I'm gonna have it at C here.
Yeah, he might go back and forth between this movie as we do the rest of this tier list.
All right, and now.
Of course, this is our own opinion, not like any.
Oh yeah, we should mention
ranking.
that this is just our opinion, guys.
Yeah, and this is not an official ranking. It's just your opinion. You guys might have a different ranking.
I don't know about you guys, but this is obviously my official ranking, right? I mean, obviously I know the best. Why? I'm kidding.
Yeah, this is just our opinion. It's not really like an official ranking.
And also,
I mean, most rankings are opinionated.
And also, we should mention
mostly.
we're doing this on different criteria. I'm basing this because I'm not a superhero guy. I'm not a comic book guy, so I don't know much about superheroes and comic books. I'm basing this off of my knowledge of my passion for filmmaking and analyzing films and stuff. So that's how I'm basing it on.
Enjoyment of superhero movie, because I'm not a huge comic book fan, but I am a bigger superhero fan than Gabe here. So I'm basing on my enjoyment and of how good they portrayed the superhero.
Yep. Okay, so to recap the Sam Raimi films, I have first Spider-Man at B, the second one at S, and the third one at C. C or B.
And for me, the first one at A, the second one at B, and the third one at C.
Yep.
That was a margin for down.
Yep. Okay, and now moving on to TASM 1, which I think it's this one next to no, is that the No Way Home one?
No, No Way Home's near the end. I think that's Far From Home.
Is it? No, I see. Is it not Vulture in the poster there? I think that's Vulture, right?
Oh yeah.
Right?
Yeah.
Yeah. So TASM.
Yeah, but isn't he's probably the second one?
The TASM one is next to the Venom one, isn't it? Isn't that TASM 1?
Is that the first one or the second one? I guess that is the first one. Yeah, I guess the second one's the second one.
Yeah, because the second picture has. Because the second one has Electro.
Oh, it's like the electric.
Yeah.
Yeah, so yeah, I guess it'd be this one.
Yeah, so TASM 1. Yeah. I like this one more than the second one, and we're going to get to the second one in a second, but.
Yeah.
Honestly,
I
here's
think
the
the
thing.
first one was better.
As much as I love Tobey Maguire and as much as I love Tom Holland, Andrew Garfield is by far my favorite Spider-Man of all time, and he's definitely the most underrated one in my opinion. So
I once saw a thing where it's like, oh, Tobey Maguire is the best Spider-Man, Andrew Garfield is the best Peter Parker, and Tom Holland is the best of both.
I've heard
I saw
that one
that.
before.
Yeah,
I'm gonna disagree and
I
say
mean, I
I
feel
don't.
like they can be different, whether they're asking like Peter or Spider-Man. There can be
I
differences.
will
One
say
could be
this.
better
I
on
I
the other.
I do think that Andrew Holland. I mean, not Andrew Holland. Whoa.
Oh my God, they refuse to become one.
I mean, they are both British. So
Yeah, that is true.
anyway, I do think Andrew Garfield is the best Spider-Man out of all of them because he is the crippiest, and that's what I like about Spider-Man is, he doesn't take himself seriously. He's that friendly neighborhood guy. He makes jokes and stuff. Like
Yeah,
he has the crippiest lines. And
yeah,
also, I love that how he actually acts like a spider. Like when he was fighting Lizard, he crawled around him like a spider and stuff. Yeah.
yeah,
So for TASM 1, Andrew Garfield's first Spider-Man movie. I mean, it's basically Tobey Maguire's first movie because it's an origin story.
yeah.
I'm gonna
And honestly, I actually like that movie more than the original Spider-Man, at least the first one.
honestly
So I'm
same.
putting that in A rank.
Yeah, I'm gonna put in A for
So,
me. The first TASM movie,
uh,
I'm putting in A.
yeah, that was actually a really good movie. I
Yeah.
really liked the. It was another origin story, but instead of just doing like when you have
Yeah.
MJ, they put in Gwen Stacy as well.
Yeah. Oh, that's
Uh,
another reason.
mm.
I love Emma Stone and Gwen Stacy in that movie. Emma Stone was so hot.
Sure. Plus, she wasn't like cheating on Peter all the time.
Oh, yeah.
She was actually like,
And-
lowered him on like MJ, who was kind of cheating.
And she's smart. She's a smart character too.
Yeah, she was smarter than MJ. I mean, they were planning to go to like university together and all that.
Yep. So
They go to the same university, they stay together, all that.
and obviously because this movie
Yeah.
did this movie come out 2012? I think it came 2012 and the
Maybe.
second one was 2014. I think. Hold on.
Yeah, that seems right.
TASM. Yeah, 2012. So
Yeah. Yeah.
hold on, who's the score in Sam Raimi's Spider-Man? I'm gonna look this up. I just need to make sure it was Hans Zimmer. Oh no, Danny Elfman. That's right. It was Danny Elfman in the Tobey Maguire Spider-Man movie. It's got to be Hans Zimmer in the Andrew Garfield one then, right?
Yeah.
Hold on. I'm just searching this up. Yeah, oh yeah, Hans Zimmer. Yeah, so again, Danny Elfman, Hans Zimmer, they're both great at doing like all these soundtracks for the movies. Like it's completely iconic in both of them. And plus, I know we said we'll get to the second one in a bit, but I have to mention Electro's theme is really good.
Yeah.
So, yeah, obviously, CGI has. I'm not really into the CGI for the lizard, but it was good at the time, and it's certainly aged a lot better than most CGIs these days.
Yeah. You know, they can only do so much
Yeah.
with how the CGI was like 13 years ago.
Let's see. Obviously, with a different love interest, it's going to be a slightly different story.
Yeah, but I
yeah.
mean, Gwen Stacy
Yeah.
is still a comic book accurate character. There's probably two different Spider-Mans. One was just Gwen Stacy, one was Mary Jane.
I like.
No.
I think a lot of people's complaints about Andrew Garfield being too cool for Peter Parker. Like, have you watched the same movie? Cause
Yeah, he doesn't act like he's too cool.
like
He acts like he is annoyed.
like he's first of all Andrew
Like-
Garfield, phenomenal actor, but also he's awkward in those movies. Have you seen him interact with Gwen? He is super awkward in those movies.
Yeah, like the way he's supposed to
Yeah.
be. And not with his
Yeah.
love interest.
Yeah. The obviously.
There's the scene with like the villain and he's like pretending that, oh no, like nice my
Yeah.
weakness and that. That was a good scene. That was a
I
funny
do
scene.
I do like in the TASM movies that we explored his parents a bit more.
Yeah,
Yeah.
because they
Yeah.
usually never even touch on that. Like, Tom Ryan did like nothing with his parents.
Yeah.
But the Amazing Spider-Man 2 actually did do some stuff with his parents. I think they even showed how they, like, the plane crash at the beginning of the movie on the second
Yeah.
one.
And then okay, now so is that so we both have TASM 1 and A, right?
Yes.
Yeah. So moving on to TASM 2. Where are you putting this one?
Yeah. This one's kind of hard, but I think I'd put it in B.
Honestly,
It's
same.
hard to say.
I'm debating.
Yeah,
I'm honestly debating between B and C, but I think I like it slightly more than Spider-Man 3, so I'm gonna put it in B.
I don't know if I like it more than Spider-Man 2. So I'm gonna put it in. I'm gonna put it in the same ranking, just like
Lower.
after, but I don't. Yeah, so I don't know if I like it as much
Yeah.
as Spider-Man 2, but you know, because they kind of set up for a third movie, which never
Yeah.
happened with like
I-
the Rhino.
They did set up for a third movie, but I don't think that's the fault of the director. That's the fault of more of the studio and the producer.
I think they also had trouble like scheduling Andrew Garfield. Ultimately, they had trouble scheduling him,
Yeah.
so eventually they just scrapped it.
I would have loved to see Andrew Garfield get another Spider-Man 3 movie. I think that'd be great.
I mean, he did appear in No Way Home. Not bad.
Okay.
But I mean, another
Yeah.
standalone movie.
Yeah.
His. Yeah, I really would have loved an Amazing Spider-Man 3, because I would like to, complete a trilogy rather than just have a
Oh my gosh. Can you imagine Spider-Man 3's TASM 3 with like Venom, like Andrew Garfield Spider-Man with the Venom symbiote, with that suit.
Oh. Yeah, but I feel like they did too much like
Yeah.
number 3. They'd just be bringing
Yeah.
back a villain who was.
Yeah, but like
really
no, but
another
villain,
one.
no, but like Venom is like the only villain in that movie, and not like not
Yeah, I
doing too
mean,
much.
yeah, but I mean, they'd be having the same villain
Yeah.
as the Spider-Man 3. They want to explore
Yeah.
different villains. Spider-Man has a huge, like, enemy gallery to explore,
Okay,
you know?
yeah,
So, like, doing an enemy only scene, we don't get to explore any
Yeah.
of his other ones, like how we got to experience 2 in the Tom Holland movie.
yeah.
So, yeah, that's why.
Okay, so getting the good stuff out of the way in TASM. Actually, I want to get the bad stuff out of the way in TASM too, because there's a lot of it. This is not the most popular Spider-Man movie from what I've seen, but for TASM 2, it has the same problem as Tobey's Spider-Man 3. It does too much. There's a lot going on there. Right, you have the Gwen storyline and her dad. You have Electro. You have the university storyline. You have Peter searching what happened to his father. There's a lot of storylines going on in this movie, and you also have the Green Goblin storyline.
Yeah, they should focus on one specific storyline.
Right?
But they just
or like
had too many going
or like
on at
maybe
one
like
time.
maybe 2 main storylines in one smaller line. Who knows?
Yeah, because they kind of just jumped around to them.
Yeah.
They didn't really give like a good transition into another story. They just kind of jumped into it.
I do like this movie a lot. I do think it's underrated. And again, Andrew Garfield is one of my favorite Spider-Man.
I honestly do think it is a good movie. It's just they really could have done better pacing.
Score is good. CGI is even better. Although Electro CGI, yikes! They did Jamie Foxx
CGI was weird. I thought the Electro CGI was really really weird.
I do like how Jamie Foxx portrayed the character, especially in the beginning.
Yeah.
And I love that I love that scene in when they were in what was it? Was that Times Square? I think when Spider-Man first encountered Electro and he was trying to help him out and stuff, and then those stupid police officers shot him when they knew Spider-Man was trying to help him out.
Yeah, the police in superhero movies usually don't work well with the hero.
The real villains in this movie is not Electro. It's the public and the police officers for like making Electro so scared and stuff.
Yeah, I find that's the big thing in superhero movies. The police usually don't work well with the superhero. I think the only one that work well is Batman. Him and the Commissioner Gordon. That's like the only superhero movie I think where they actually work.
Well,
like,
isn't Batman like a detective? Well, isn't he supposed to be a detective? So that makes sense.
Well, he has detective skills, but he's I guess more of a vigilante. Kind of. But I mean, he actually is like the only kind of one that kind of works with the cops, where most superheroes don't work with the cops.
And then obviously it was something else for this movie. Gwen Stacy's death. I love Emma Stone, but honestly, it was done pretty well.
Yeah, and some people might hate you know,
Yeah.
like she wouldn't have been in the third one unless maybe like a flashback
But
with what Spider-Man is going through after her death.
I could be wrong in
Because
this.
he was obviously emotional.
Doesn't Gwen actually die in the comics? I might be wrong on that, but I thought she dies in the comics.
She might, but I don't read the comics, so I cannot confirm.
Again,
if any of you guys read the comics and post that in the comments below. We're not too much into like the accurate comic depictions.
yeah.
Because we don't read comics, we read manga, but not comics.
Yeah. What else? Obviously, we touched on the score and the CGI. Those were all good. The storyline being convoluted and too much we touched on that. Touched on Gwen. Honestly, I did like the story on this one better because I typically like original stories more than origin stories because we've seen origin stories. That's honestly, this is off topic, but that's why I like Deadpool. One of the reasons why I like Deadpool 2 more than Deadpool 1. Because I'm not into origin stories as much. Like it's necessary.
No origin story was done as a flashback in the movie.
Yeah, origin stories are good and they're necessaries, and I like how Deadpool handled his. But like I do like the second one more, and I found it way funnier than the first one. So yeah.
Yeah, he did write some of the script, Ryan Reynolds.
Yeah.
Talking about like his own lines.
Yeah. So like, so for the story,
he's like the number one Canadian comedian like right now. So
yeah. So for the story for TASM 2, I do like that story slightly. Well, I like the main story for TASM 2 over TASM 1 because obviously there's a lot of stories in TASM 2 going on. But TASM 1, that's not to say the story's not bad. I do like the Dr. Connor's storyline in TASM 1.
Yeah, it does have stuff that is good, but
what else? Oh, I didn't think the Green Goblin in this movie was that bad. It's nowhere near as good as Willem Dafoe. Willem Dafoe is the master.
Oh, so it's not like he had the Green Goblin like suit kind of thing.
Well, he got the suit at the end, like when he killed Gwen.
Yeah. Well, but he didn't have like the mask or that.
Yeah.
Kind of thing, which kind of is a kind of the Green Goblin. He didn't have that.
I do like that. I mean, it's an interesting spin on Harry's character, having him be the Green Goblin instead.
Yeah.
And the actor for him was good, so like that's nothing going wrong there. Again, I just think the Green Goblin storyline got shafted the most because he
like appeared, crowed again, and then got defeated. There wasn't really like a big fight scene.
It felt
they just
like
did it way too late to the end of the movie.
Yeah, that storyline was the one that felt the most forced because like it felt like they just added that in last second.
Yeah, they didn't really need to do that. They could have just done with Electro and Rhino at the end.
Honestly, they could have saved the Green Goblin storyline for the third movie.
Yeah, if they did the third one,
like have that lead into it. Like, cause then they have like that post-credit scenes, right? In TASM 2, where like they showed a bunch of like villains that could have appeared in the third movie.
Yeah, but they also set up like the Rhino for like the first antagonist in the third movie because he literally appeared right at the end, and we didn't actually see them go head to head. Yeah.
And then, I think the second movie should have focused more on Electro and Gwen, and then like a side story, maybe just slightly a bit more on Peter finding out about his dad and stuff.
Yeah, but they just didn't do enough of that.
Another thing I love about these movies is the symbolism in both TASM 1 and 2, and like the theme, like how like second movie the theme is all about timing. Like, do we have enough time for stuff? Like, like they even have that symbolism of the clock and stuff. I do love that in the second and the first movie.
Well, so what I like about the three Spider-Man movies, like the three different actors, they all take place at like different points in like time.
Yeah.
Like this one takes more in like like the first one takes more in like past time. There's more modern. There's more like technology advanced. Like the Tom Holland one.
Yeah.
So I like that. They don't try to focus on one timeline. They have like three different timelines for them.
Yeah.
That's what I really like about them.
So to recap, we have for the first three Spider-Man movies, Tobey Maguire. Number 1 at B number 2 at S, number 3 at C, and then for Andrew Garfield, for me, we have number 1 at A and number 2 at B.
And for me, for Tobey Maguire, 1 at A, 2 at B, and 3 at C. And for Andrew Garfield, 1 at A and 2 at B.
Okay, and now moving on to Mr. Tom Holland, MCU.
Who is my favorite Spider-Man.
Homecoming. Yep. So I think Homecoming is this one right here next to No Way Home, right? And Venom.
Yeah, that was definitely the first one for Archer.
Yep. We all know what I think of this movie. I'm putting it in an F.
Honestly, I didn't think it was bad, but I'd probably put it. I would say probably B above Spider-Man 2. So like the top and the B.
So this is the one where we have the most difference in, for sure.
Yeah. Yeah. But I honestly really liked Spider-Man, and I mean, seeing Iron Man as well, but he was just kind of like, it was kind of, there were some parts, like, when he's, like, in the warehouse, I kind of felt like that was unnecessary. It just kind of felt like they dragged on that scene. And, I mean, Iron Man in there, they really needed to put Iron Man in the movie. That was just, I think, a way to...
I mean, it's the MCU, so they're going to have, like, a lot of connective stuff. Right?
I know, but I don't... I understand Tony Stark gave him the suit and all that, but I don't really think that he had a rule besides saying you're not fit to be Spider-Man.
So why don't you start off Homecoming with all the good stuff you like about the movie, and then I will absolutely destroy this movie with everything I hate about it.
Okay, stuff I like, I actually think it was, like, interesting in, like, the way they portrayed the Vulture, and how he, like, his appearance just out of nowhere, completely just, like, we did not know he was going to appear like that, and Spider-Man's complete fear with this, like, just being picked up, and, like, I have no idea what he was picked up in that. It's good, and it's like he tries to balance his real life with the Spider-Man now, which I honestly think is good, and, you know, so I think that's good, the way they balance Peter Parker and Spider-Man.
Yeah. Is that all the stuff you like about the movie?
Yeah, mostly he had a really good friend in Ned.
So you mentioned about him balancing out Peter Parker and Spider-Man, which I do agree with, and I think I'm pretty sure all the Spider-Man actors have done that. Like, is that like that's like a core thing with Spider-Man, trying to balance out his personal life with being a superhero? Is it like I'm pretty sure that's it.
Yeah, but I think like he kind of did it very well. I think they all did it pretty decently well, and they all did a good job. But I feel like his is more focused on kind of doing that more than the other ones. I feel like that was bigger in this movie than it was in the other movie.
Alright. Time for me to absolutely destroy this film. Alright, first of all, I hate the suit. I didn't think the suit was that bad, but it's like to me, this one has the worst looking suit. The Vulture was the least memorable villain I've ever seen. Like I said, I mentioned we've slightly hit on this before about my hot takes on this, but like I legitimately forgot about the Vulture until what was it? I think last year or 2 years ago or something.
People did think Michael Keaton did a really good job as the Vulture.
I mean, I'm not digging on Michael Keaton. I'm sure he's a good actor.
I know, I know the Vulture is not memorable, but if you watch the movie, he did a good job.
I will say this.
Playing the Vulture in the movie.
I will say this about all three Tom Holland Spider-Man movies. I do like that they have all new villains. I do like that.
Yeah,
even though
that's I think a good thing in Spider-Man is to introduce his villains when he has so many different ones to take from.
Yeah.
That's good to introduce new ones in new movies.
Yeah. So I do like that. But Vulture is so not memorable. I completely forgot about him. Honestly, the lighting for his scenes, especially at night, were horrendous. You could barely see anything. You don't know what's going on.
He didn't have like enough lights to show what was going on. He always appeared at night. The best point you're gonna see is like in his like lair.
Also,
it's like the best time you see it.
The CGI was not great. Like you had like that. They try to make it too much like the comics, where you can see his muscles through the suit. But let's be real here, that is not realistic whatsoever. If you like, either Spider-Man is completely naked under that suit, or he's completely dehydrated, and like Yeah.
He was only wearing his boxers, if you remember when he changed at the beginning of the movie. He was only
Yeah,
in his
but like
boxers.
the fact that you see his abs through that suit, that's not realistic. And
Yeah,
like, that's too much like the comics.
that's making this suit like too skin tight
Yeah.
kind of thing. I mean, he does have abs.
Yeah.
Honestly, he does have them. It's just
And
they kind of made their skin. They made it seem too skin tight.
so like, and it's a shame that the CGI doesn't look that great, especially with the suit, because
And how
this is the
far
MCU we're
CGI has
talking about.
come, and how far you know, how far CGI has come at that
Yeah.
time.
Um, I mean, the acting for all the actors are great. Tom Holland, Zendaya, Michael Keaton, Robert Downey Jr.
Yeah.
Like
They
they're
all
all
did
great.
good. They all acted well. I mean, Robert Downey Jr. has been a good Tony Stark. He actually looks like Tony Stark does in the like comics and like TV series. He's so accurate.
What
And I
else?
mean, Tom Holland was an actual teenager. He was like 16 when he first played Spider-Man.
Yeah, was he 16? No, this came out 2017, right? Tom Holland.
Uh,
Tom Holland is how old is he? He's
I think he was
dude. He's
16.
older than us. He was definitely not. He was definitely not 16 in 2017.
Well, he was 6. He was young when he first played Spider-Man. Like maybe in Civil War.
Spider. Oh
He was
yeah.
like, he was
when
like
did
actually
Civil
a
War come
teenager
out?
when he first played.
Civil War
Civil War came
was.
out like a couple years before. He was
Civil
actually a
War's-
teenager when he
hold
first
on.
played Spider-Man.
Civil War is a
after
Captain
Fox
America
was doing-
movie, right?
Yeah, it was Captain America Civil War. He was actually a teenager when like he first.
That's
played
2016. He would have been. We were 18, and he's 2 years older than us, dude. So he would have been like 20. Tom Holland would have been 20 in Civil War. Because he,
Spider-Man.
I looked up his age. He's 2 years older than us.
Well, I thought when he was 16. Maybe that was when he wanted to play Spider-Man.
I think I
'Cause I know
think
there
he-
was.
I think
'cause I know
he
he
was
was-
16 because Civil War came out in 2016. Maybe that's why he thought he was 16.
I know that he did say when he was younger that his dream role would that if he could play any superhero would be Spider-Man. Maybe that was 16 when he said that.
Honestly, I think Andrew Garfield said the same thing. Like how much he loves the Spider-Man stuff.
Yeah.
Like,
I mean, they both gotta play their favorite hero.
yeah.
Just one
So-
gotta actually do it in like the Marvel Cinematic Universe.
Yeah. So before I destroy Homecoming, I want to say the things I actually do like about this movie. There are certain lines in this movie I like. There's this like one dialogue scene that really stuck out to me. When Iron Man tells Spider-Man, "If you're nothing without the suit, you shouldn't have it." I thought that line was phenomenal.
Yeah.
If you-
So like he wants the suit back.
Yeah. And then
That was a good scene.
and then the scene of Spider-Man on the Washington Monument and the scene of Spider-Man pulling the boat together. I thought those
Yeah.
scenes were great and iconic. That's kind of like Tobey Maguire's train scene.
Yeah.
So I thought
When
those
Spider-Man
scenes.
kept. When Spider-Man still had his mask on.
I don't have a problem with this being a younger Spidey and that they're in high school. I just think they focus too much on the fact that he's in high school. Like I've
And
said,
wanting to be popular.
yeah, I've said this before, but like the whole them in high school thing makes it feel like they're in like a Disney or Nickelodeon sitcom with Spider-Man as a bonus to it. It did not feel like a Spider-Man movie in that sense.
Kind of owned by Disney at that time, but you
Yeah.
know. So
Also,
you know.
like this movie just felt really boring and drawn out with a lot of exposition, and we'll get to Far From Home soon, but like that's kind of how it felt with Far From Home. What else? I mentioned Vulture and how he was just not memorable. The lighting was not
Yeah.
great. CGI was okay at best. The suit is
Mhm.
Again, with this being the MCU, obviously this is not his first appearance. It's in Civil War. I haven't seen Civil War yet. I've seen clips of Civil War, but I haven't seen.
I haven't seen it either, but I have seen some clips. But he
I
also
might-
appeared in like.
Wait,
And he also appeared in like the last two Avengers movies as well.
Wait, have you seen Civil War?
No, I've seen clips from it. I'm not a huge fan of Captain America.
You know what we should do? We should watch the Captain America trilogy then. Maybe
Yeah.
that can help us.
Yeah,
I do like
just didn't
Captain.
think he was very. I think
do like-
he's. All he is a soldier that was unfrozen, give us some super serum, turn into a super soldier, and give it a shield.
I think Captain America is interesting. I do find him more interesting than Iron Man. I just
He's-
don't.
For me,
I
it's
just don't.
too normal.
Yeah, I just don't care too much about Iron Man or Tony Stark. Yeah. Oh, that's another thing I don't like about this movie. How much Iron Man is an influence on him. He's way too impactful on Spider-Man. He's way too much of an influence.
He's like a father to him.
Yeah. It's like I get that they want to change things about Uncle Ben and stuff, but like, this movie has no origin. This movie doesn't really have an origin story, which actually might be a favor from it. I kind of like that. This is a Spider-Man without.
They don't really do the origin story.
And honestly,
because he didn't appear like 2 movies before this one.
And honestly, you could say No Way Home is his origin story.
Yeah.
You could make that argument that No Way Home is his origin story.
Yeah. So. It's obviously different than his actual origin story in the comics, but it's kind of an origin story.
Because No Way Home is definitely the start of Tom Holland Spider-Man actually being Spider-Man.
Yeah, considering everyone forgets Spider-Man, but I mean, because Peter Parker remembers Spider-Man. Yep. I would assume so.
I mean, as much as I don't like how much Tony Stark has an influence in, I get it's the MCU, it's the connected universe stuff. I will say this, I don't like multiverse stuff. I don't like the connected universe. It's cool when it's a one-off thing and when it's just a special, but when it's an entire franchise, I don't want to watch like 50, 80 movies to know why this cameo is important or why this story or character is important to this movie and stuff. Like, it becomes too... It feels like I'm doing homework. Like, I have to watch this and this before this.
I mean, the only ones I find that really have multiverse kind of things was literally Doctor Strange 2, because it's literally called the Multiverse Madness. And, I mean, there's a multiverse in No Way Home as well.
I mean, it's like the entire thing is connected universe, though. Like that's my entire problem with it.
Marvel Cinematic Universe is like DC's extended universe.
Yeah,
they want to put everyone in the same kind of universe.
Like it's a cool thing when it's one off and it's like a special, but like if you do it more than that, it loses itself.
Yeah.
So, what else can I say about Homecoming? I should have wrote down notes. Ned finding... I do like Ned. I mean, I liked him more in Far From Home. I was kind of meh on him in Homecoming, but he grew on me.
You had a girlfriend in Far From Home.
Yeah, I saw that. We'll get to that.
Yeah, girlfriend.
MJ, there was a different love interest with this movie. Oh, Homecoming also... It's not as convoluted as Spider-Man 3 or TASM 2, but it does slightly do too much with balancing the love interest in high school storylines with Tony Stark and all the MCU stuff that he's trying to do in the Spider-Man stuff and the Vulture storyline.
Too much storylines. Yeah. The other two, but
it does flow nicely. It does.
Yeah, they definitely did much better on the pacing. For storylines, like transitions, rather than the main Spider-Man 2, which kind of just jumped.
Other than that, I just found Homecoming to be extremely boring. It's just not enough Spidey moments, and I don't know. It's not. This is not a Tom Holland thing. It's also just Andrew Garfield and Tom Holland thing. It's like I don't like the web shooters. I know it's comic accurate, but like organic webs are just so much more cooler.
Yeah,
like, having the organic webs. Because let's be real here. Organic webs makes him Spider-Man. That's true. That's any superhero can have super strength and can climb walls and stuff. Okay, he can climb walls, but that doesn't make him a spider. There are lizards who climb walls, so why not lizards?
Yeah. Yeah.
So the webs is what makes him uniquely Spider-Man, in my opinion.
Yeah.
So
in the Spidey sense. Yeah. Well, as they call in this one, the Peter Tingle.
Yeah. Oh yeah, I love how they mention that as well.
Yeah.
The Peter Tingle. That's pretty funny.
Yeah, May calling the Peter Tingle. And they don't call it the Peter Tingle.
Aunt May being younger, I didn't mind. I didn't really care. I just don't like that every guy simps on her, like Happy and every guy is simping for Aunt May. I get it. I get it. She's hot. Move on. You don't need to make this joke every time.
No, Happy was the only one who kind of dated her.
Yeah, but Tony's also simping for her.
I know, but Happy's the one who actually kind of got some kind of relationship with her.
And also, how did Happy get with Aunt May. Like, let's be real. How did that happen?
Happy, he's got connections working in like stock industries. He got
Anyway.
connections.
Anyway, I could keep going about destroying this movie, but let's move on to Far From Home, the movie I recently just saw for the first time.
Yeah.
Why don't you say where you're gonna place it?
I'm gonna put this one. If I can even grab it. I think I'm gonna put it in between the first two. Like the first two Spider-Man movies.
Where did you put Homecoming again? You put Homecoming in B, right?
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay, so
This one's an A between those two.
Far From Home for me. I do like it a lot better than Homecoming. But for me, Far From Home. I think I'm gonna put it high B. I'm gonna put it between Spider-Man 1 and TASM 2 for me. I do like it more than TASM 2. Yeah. It's a high B for me. I did enjoy this movie a lot. And honestly, Mysterio is by far my favorite villain, Spider-Man villain of all. Like, we have, if I have to do a top 3 Spider-Man villains, I'm gonna put it Electro number 3, Sandman number 2, and Mysterio is number 1. By
you
far,
have
Mysterio,
a really interesting power with his illusions.
Here's the thing, I love illusion powers, like on anything. Illusion powers to me are so cool, and I love battles with illusions because it can get so creative. So
yeah, like
Mysterio,
the final fight was with the illusions.
Yeah, so Mysterio by far is one of my favorite villains I've seen in any Spider-Man movie. So I do like this movie a lot. There's a lot of questionable stuff in this movie as well. Like, they kind of skipped over Aunt May finding out Peter is Spider-Man, because that was the whole thing at the end. And then, like, they just, all of a sudden, she's okay with it. They kind of skipped over that. I don't know if they dealt with that in another MCU movie, or if that was just skipped over.
I don't know what MCU movie they did between them. I guess, Endgame would have been between them. Because Tony Stark was alive in Infinity War, but he died in Endgame. So I guess Endgame would be in between the two Spider-Man movies. So maybe in Endgame she found out?
I forgot this movie was post-Endgame. When I went into this movie, I saw it was 2019. I'm like, oh, so this is after Endgame.
Yeah, because Tony's not
there. Yeah, for some reason I thought this was before Endgame.
No, it was after Endgame.
Honestly, I thought No Way Home for the longest time. I thought No Way Home was the only post-Endgame Spider-Man.
No, there was post-Endgame and then there's post-Endgame, which is like the last two.
Speaking of MCU connected universe and stuff, Far From Home has a much bigger role with that.
Shield has a bigger role outside of New York. You know, it's
I do
Venice,
like it.
Italy.
I do have a question. Did they actually go to Europe to film this, or was this all on a soundstage?
I actually don't know.
Cause
I feel like it'd be hard to do Venice on a soundstage.
Yeah, I feel like they went to Europe on this for this movie.
Yeah, I think they actually went to Europe because I feel like some of the stuff like Whole of Venice would be hard to do on a soundstage with all the gondolas and that.
Seeing all the European countries makes me want to go back to Europe. I've never been to Italy, but I want to go to Italy now.
I have been to Italy, many places in northern Italy, and to Venice twice, but that's because my grandparents were from northern Italy, so I've been to like northern Italy.
The European countries I've been to is France, UK, Ireland, Germany. Actually, I think that's it. Like all of the UK.
I've been to
Ireland.
all of them except Ireland. I've been there. I've been to France. I've been to Italy. I went to the UK, Germany, Austria, Switzerland.
I want to go to Switzerland and the Netherlands.
Then I went to London. I went to a lot of places in Europe. Like my first trip was like a bunch of the places, and then it was to just Italy for my second time going.
I want to go to Ukraine and see the war.
You mean
Sorry,
the invasion?
Is that too dark?
I mean the invasion. It wasn't really a war.
I want to see Putin get his ass kicked in the war.
Yeah.
Sorry.
No. Considering what's going on with that.
Yeah, I know.
That's something completely different. Talking about.
Yeah. Anyway.
That's not something for a tier list of Spider-Man.
Yeah. 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 Speaking of Far From Home, and we mentioned this before slightly, Ned gets a girlfriend. I
Yeah.
will say this: the actress for Betty Brant is pretty cute.
The thing
do
is
like her.
that in Ned and Peter being like bachelors in Europe, but
Yeah.
Peter wanted to be MJ at the time, but Ned,
Who's the
well, huh?
Who's the actress for Betty Brant? Hold on, I'm gonna search this up.
I
I don't
don't
know who the
know.
actress is for this.
All I know is Zendaya for MJ.
Is this her? Angori Rice. First of all, she's 24. She's somehow younger than us. What the heck?
By 3 years.
Yeah.
At least
But
me 3
honestly,
years.
she's pretty cute.
Yeah, so, yeah. Ned was the one who wanted to be a bachelor, and he ends up getting a girlfriend. and
Dude, that's so funny.
and
Ned,
he's the one
honestly,
who wants to get a girlfriend, but is like single until he actually tells MJ,
yeah.
I'm Spider-Man. She's like, she already kind of knew.
The, so we mentioned how this movie has a lot of weird unanswered questions, like what happened with Peter and Aunt May finding out he's Spider-Man at the end. They didn't really answer
MJ
that.
know?
And then there's also the fact that what happened to the last love interest in the last movie? Because he had a different love interest before.
Yeah, it was Foster's daughter, which is the original
Yeah.
love interest.
So what happened to that, and why did he suddenly move on from that to MJ all of a sudden?
I don't know. Maybe he just found MJ was more interesting, and they didn't explain. I mean, it's been a long time since I've seen Homecoming, so I don't know if that's like the end of that made him change. But
Which, by the way, I should say, as much as I hate Homecoming, it has been a long time for me. So maybe if I rewatch it again, my mind will change on it. Who knows? I doubt it, but who knows?
Yeah. I feel like sometimes you need to watch movies twice.
Yeah.
So my friend had to see Deadpool twice.
Yeah.
The first one to find out that his favorite scene was the Zamboni scene.
Yeah.
That was a great scene.
And then,
Um,
well, doesn't Deadpool 2 have like two versions of it?
What do
Like
you
there's
mean?
like two versions of the movie. I'm pretty sure Deadpool 2 has like two versions in the movie. There's like a DVD version and stuff, and I don't know.
I was talking about the first Deadpool movie.
Anyway, I will say this: Ned, he grown on me. I do like him a lot more here, and MJ's my favorite character in this movie for sure. I love Zendaya's take on this character. Zendaya's
sassy?
version of it.
How she's like sassy.
Yeah, I love how sassy she is. How love her dog.
Yeah,
she is,
especially like No Way Home and the question her she's sitting there in that room.
yeah.
And she's being sassy to like
Yeah.
see her
This
officer.
is Zendaya's version. Is definitely my favorite version of MJ for sure.
Even
also, I
though
love that
it's not even Mary
she's also
Jane.
a smarter character. Yeah.
Yeah, I know it's not Mary Jane. It's like Mary Jones or something.
And she's also a smarter character. Isn't
Yeah.
it like Michelle Jones? Michelle
Yeah,
Jones, right?
it's like Michelle Jones and Mary Jane. Because you might think before she says you might think it's Mary Jane, but no, it's Michelle Jones.
Yeah.
It's like, okay. It's an MJ that I don't know if she ever actually appeared in the comics.
Again, Peter Tingle. That's always funny.
Yeah, the Peter Tingle. It made Pax
Peter
his
goes-
suit. He wasn't expecting
Yeah,
to take his suit. and
Oh
she
my
packed it.
gosh. Speaking of the Spider-Man suits, so I thought the Homecoming suit was bad. It's nowhere near as bad as the one in this movie. Like the black suit in this movie is horrendously ugly. When I first saw Peter in that black suit, I'm like, what is that? Why does he look like a spy character in that? It is so unbelievably, like the Night Monkey outfit is so ugly.
And I don't think he needed a night suit. He was fighting in the morning. I mean, if he was fighting at night, it'd be blending in, but...
You remember, you know the suit I'm talking about, right? You remember that
Yeah,
suit?
I know the suit he
Like
makes
the-
at the very end to fight, like, Mysterio, the final fight is Mysterio.
No, not the ending one. Like the black suit he was wearing, in the middle of the movie, the Night Monkey suit.
Oh, yeah. That suit. I don't know why he needed that suit.
That was so ugly.
Could've just done
Hold
with
on.
the... You know, he was wearing a ski mask. It was like the mask. It made me think of it like you look at the texture of a ski mask.
This suit right here, I sent it on Discord. This suit
Yeah.
is so ugly. What is this suit?
No.
Like, that was why.
It makes me think of a ski mask, like the Like the
Exactly.
texture, like
It
the
didn't look
map.
like. It
Like,
looks like he was.
and wearing body armor.
Yeah, it looks like he's robbing a bank, or it looks like he's a spy. Like,
But why do you
why?
need that like in like the morning? That seems more you use that in the dark, because wearing it in the morning.
When I was watching that for the first time,
It doesn't feel like the suit fits in that like scene.
yeah, when I was watching for the first time, you know what I said?
What?
I said this is not the black suit we wanted. We did not want this black suit.
But the black
This is
suit he
not the
wore at
one
the
we
end
wanted.
of the movie.
Yeah.
That was better.
So that was so Far From Home. That really brought it down, like that suit. But like, oh my gosh, that suit was horrendous.
But what about his black suit at the end of the movie in the final fight against Mysterio?
I will say the suit in the final fight, that was good. I like
Yeah,
it.
that was a good suit.
It was alright.
I expected the fight to go a little differently with how like
Yeah.
committed he seemed to actually taking down Mysterio.
Yeah.
But
I still-
it didn't pan out the way I thought it would.
Yeah.
Seemed
I
like he's
still
having
think
trouble at
Tom-
first.
Yeah, I still think Tom Holland's best suit is the one at the end of No Way Home when he's doing the final swing at No Way Home at the end.
Yeah,
I
it kind of goes
still
back to
think
like
that's his
the
best suit.
kind of like iconic blue-red suit.
Yeah, that's like the classic suit right there.
Yeah.
So anyway, Far From Home. I wrote down some notes here. Flash is still a dick for no reason too, but he's funny in this movie, so I'll slightly give him a pass. We mentioned Ned and Betty, which by the way, I think it's funny how after one plane ride they're already dating.
Yeah.
They're like, let's go, Ned. Represent us Asians and gamers out there.
Even though you wanted to be single in Europe, you ended up being your girlfriend. But you
I
did a
found it
180.
funny how Peter constantly ghosts Nick Fury. Honestly, the fight scenes were good. I do like the water, like the elemental monsters in these movies. Like we saw the sand monster in
Yeah.
the beginning.
And
The water monster
remember
in
he fights
Venice.
the water monster, he's wearing like that mask because he doesn't have a suit on him. His suit's
So-
in his home, so he puts on that mask instead.
Yeah. It wasn't much of a twist for me because I already knew Mysterio was the villain, but the way they honed in on Mysterio getting close to Peter and
Yeah,
then
and how
bonding
he
and stuff,
seems like a good guy.
yeah, I
Me
love it
too.
because it made it so much more
Believing
impactful.
that
Even though
he-
I knew he's a villain.
When he wanted the glasses to take control of Stark Industries.
I love how Flash constantly glazes Peter and then like he just takes he glazes Spiderman and then he takes a dig at Peter.
Yeah.
He's such a simp for Spider-Man, and then he takes a dig at Peter for no reason.
Yeah, he has the book in No Way Home. Of how Spider-Man. He has like a book.
So, a few things that bring this movie down for me. A lot of exposition. There's a lot of explanation, like a lot of dialogue and tell don't show in this movie. A lot of exposition that gets drawn out.
Mm-hmm.
Mysterio's reveal scene that was done relatively well. It did feel slightly drawn out, but honestly, I did understand his motivation after. Like they did an okay job at doing. Okay, this is why he's doing this. This is his motivation and backstory and stuff, and why he hates Tony Stark.
Yeah.
Yeah. But what I don't like about Mysterio, he's from another world. They mentioned the multiverse in this movie, and I'm so done with the multiverse and stuff. Yeah.
Now his like where he's ever from was destroyed by these elementals.
But the first time we see him, like his entrance, and we see his costume, love that. I love this costume.
Yeah, they keep in like the big thing with the smoke inside, from like the cartoons and I guess.
And I love how Mysterio was just a name given to him because it's apparently. Is it actually Italian for mystery?
I think so.
I don't speak Italian, but they mentioned.
Even though I am Italian, I don't really speak it. But yeah, I think it is. Mysterio is Italian for mystery, and since he's mysterious to them, they call him Mysterio because they were in Italy. So.
But oh my gosh, my favorite fight in this movie. It's not the final fight scene, even though that scene is good. My favorite fight scene is the first fight scene between Spider-Man and Mysterio. Like when we see all the illusions and then we see like the undead Iron Man and stuff.
Yeah.
That was so cool.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, one of my favorite quotes and quips was Nick Fury going, "Bitch, please, you've been to space."
Yeah.
Also, Peter somehow using the glasses to target one of his own classmates.
Well, that was accidental. He didn't mean to
Is it
actually
accidental?
target.
I feel like
Yeah, he didn't. He didn't
kinda did it on
understand what it meant. Cause he's like, what? No, no, call it off. After he got sent out, like he wasn't sure what it meant.
That
So he
was,
just
I mean,
thought,
that was still pretty dumb of him.
yeah, but he didn't
I mean,
know.
I get
He didn't know what it meant, so he accidentally did it. But then he, of course, went and destroyed the robot.
I have a
Yes.
question. Have you seen Brad in Homecoming, or is this a new character for this movie?
I think well, apparently he was one of the people that aged up because of like Thanos like erasing
Yeah.
half the Unimog. So I think he he wouldn't have been in Homecoming because he wouldn't have been in high school yet. He was like a little kid. He had been like
Yeah.
elementary or middle school, and then he aged up. So he's a new character. Because
So
he was one of the people because they showed him young and then older.
yeah.
So he was
So
one of
it's-
the people
it's-
who I guess
Yeah,
get,
so
like blinked away. So he's
it's interesting.
new.
It's interesting the way they introduced him, because they
Yeah.
introduced him as like this cool guy, like he's an okay guy in the plane, and then oh my gosh, the writers made us really hate him. Like
Yeah.
the amount, like the fact that they made us really hate him so fast. First of all, with him taking a picture of Peter, undressed in front of that Russian lady. Which
Yeah.
I thought that was pretty funny.
And then he actually hacked it and got deleted.
Yeah, and
So
then
he
like
can show
he, like
MJ?
gave him the finger and stuff.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Because he
Oh my gosh,
he
they
wanted
made him-
MJ. That's the thing.
they made us hate him so fast. Like
It
there was
is-
like
he wanted MJ.
like the whiplash from that. Like okay, he was an okay guy. We saw this guy on the plane, and then all of a sudden, oh, this guy sucks. He's a douche. He's annoying.
No, he's trying to like destroy MJ's image of Peter.
Oh, there's another moment that made me mad with Nick Fury. When Nick Fury was like, he's trying to give Peter this quote unquote choice of, what was it? Was a choice of. In some ways, I kind of like this spin on it because it's like it's a different spin on Peter choosing between, his private life versus being Spider-Man. But at
Yeah.
the same time, it's the way Nick Fury worded this first of all, I love Samuel L. Jackson, but the
Yeah.
way he worded it made me hate him because he's like, that's not a choice, that's an ultimatum. You're coercing him into this choice. You can't say stuff like, is that what Tony would have wanted, or something similar to that. Like you're not giving him a choice.
Yeah.
It's an ultimatum.
Yeah.
Like what else here?
I just
I
realized
mentioned how there's a
something.
lot of unquestioned stuff. Oh yeah, there's this one stupid joke in the movie. It's like when they first got to Italy in the airport, where it's like, one of the flight attendants or something, or airport workers saw the Spider-Man suit, and then like, oh no, never mind, it's something else entirely. It's a weird joke. Like, what was that joke for? A, what was the joke for? B, why would you make a joke with that? Because like that's literally. That's a joke on his secret identity and almost being revealed.
Yeah.
It's
I just
it's a weird
realized
joke.
something. I
What?
had my recording brought up for the entire time.
Wait, you were not recording the whole time?
No, I was. I just forgot to hide my recording bar. So
Hide it?
yeah, 'cause I
Oh.
can make it disappear when
Oh,
I'm
right.
recording. And I forgot to make it disappear. So
I was about to lose it if you said you weren't recording the whole
no,
time.
I was recording.
Okay. The glasses are cool. It's just, it reminds me too much of Iron Man, and I don't like the fact that he's still Iron Boy Jr. in this.
Yeah.
Honestly, after watching this movie, I realized that this is probably the least creepy Spider-Man. He has the least amount of jokes when he's Spider-Man.
Yeah.
Which I'm like, okay. I mean, I like the creepiness. It's part of his Spider-Man's character, but okay.
Yeah.
Let's see here. Happy dating May is still creepy to me, and honestly, Peter has every right to be uncomfortable by it.
Yeah.
The final swing, the reunite, the ending was good. The MJ Peter kiss scene. Oh wait, that scene near the end where it's like. By the way, we should probably mention that we are getting into spoilers.
Yeah. Yeah.
Like in all the movies we're discussing, they're all going to be spoilers.
Yeah.
In case people haven't seen it, although I feel like I'm the only one who haven't seen these movies.
Maybe.
Brad getting his comeuppance was satisfying. Like that, he was annoying by the end of it. I'm just glad that storyline ended.
Yeah, we never see him in No Way Home.
Yep.
This whole thing was kind of a rival to Peter for MJ's affection.
Yeah.
But when he got her, no reason.
I didn't realize until I watched this movie how little that Peter and MJ were dating. Because they were just dating at the end of that movie and then in No Way Home. So they didn't really date for that long.
Yeah, now in real life they're engaged.
Yeah, exactly.
So, and the funny thing is though, they had a rule in the latest Spider-Man and in the Home series that they're not the person who plays Peter's not allowed to date their co-star. And either way,
and then
they did date them.
Every live action Spider-Man has dated their co-stars.
And after the first Spider-Man, they didn't want it to do No Way Home. Andrew Garfield and Emma Stone still dated. Yeah. And then they wanted to force it even more in Homecoming. And then, Tom Holland and Zendaya just started dating and now they're engaged.
Yeah.
So it's like you didn't want to have it and it happened anyway.
Yep. So there's a one scene near the end, near the fight, like at the final fight scene, was like I found it funny, but how it's like Ned, Betty, MJ, and Happy were all doing like these weird confessions. Like Ned is like, "Oh, I wasted my life playing video games." Betty's like, "I have a fake ID and I never use it." I can't remember what MJ's confession was, but like they were all just looking at her because, like, what? I'm sorry, I like speaking the truth even though it hurts your feelings. And then Happy's confession was just, "I'm in love with Spider-Man's aunt."
Yeah.
So.
I remember
that. Oh, I do love how smart Mysterio is in this movie. Like,
yeah.
If something was going wrong, or if he found out like one of the projectors were missing, like he was worried about it. Like he didn't just let it go. It's like he wasn't arrogant or anything. He's like, "Oh no, we need to fix this now."
Yeah.
So he was a smart villain. I do like that.
Yeah.
The new suit, again, as much as I hate how much he's influenced by Iron Man, the way he got his new suit was pretty cool. Like when he was on the plane and doing like all that tech stuff, like the hologram stuff, and getting a new suit.
Yeah.
Oh yeah. What's her name? Maria Hill's like Nick Fury's sidekick or something.
Mm-hmm.
Like, I'm only mentioning her because I love her actress, Kobe Smulders, because I love How I Met Your Mother. It's one of my favorite comfort shows and sitcoms.
Mm-hmm.
So, and she was in that show, so I'm only mentioning her because of that. So seeing her in an MCU movie is weird to me.
Mm-hmm.
The illusion fight as well, we mentioned.
Yep.
Let's see. I'm just looking over the notes. The opening scene was okay.
Yeah.
I think I have these notes out of order. What the heck?
Just kind of move them.
Oh yeah, when we first saw Nick Fury and like he knocked out Ned.
Yeah.
And like we had like we had the joke of everyone interrupting him.
Yeah, he's like shooting Ned with like the sleep dart.
It's like if one more person knocks on that door, I'm killing you.
Yeah.
I'm killing everyone.
Yeah.
It's like. By the time the third person knocked, I'm like, okay, I get it. Like rule of threes, you got to do this joke 3 times.
Yeah.
Yeah. Flash and Brad we mentioned already.
Yeah.
Let's see. I don't know. Like overall, this movie is mostly good, but it's also a mixed bag. I certainly enjoyed it a lot more than Homecoming.
Mm-hmm.
That's for sure.
Yeah.
And so for me, it's still a B. Like there's stuff in this movie that keep me from putting it as an A, but overall it's a high B.
Yeah.
Yeah. So that's my review and my reaction of Far From Home for the first time, guys. And you will see the reaction on the shorts or whatever.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay, now I'm on to the final Tom Holland.
No Way Home.
Yeah. Honestly, I gotta give this an S.
Really?
Yeah, I loved seeing all 3 Spider-Mans together. The nostalgia of seeing all the past villains. Green Goblin, Lizard, Sandman, just every villain that we saw from previous Spider-Man movies, as well as all 3 Spider-Mans working together. that was
Yeah.
just so nostalgic for me because we
But
were
it's too
young
nostalgic.
when the other Spider movies came out. We were younger, so
Yeah, but
seeing them again and seeing all the millions was nostalgic from like all the Spider-Man movies and seeing all that.
it's too nostalgic, right?
Yeah, that's why I love it so much. Just seeing all the Spider-Man, nostalgic, seeing them all fight together. And even bringing back the Pop Spider-Man line, with great power comes great responsibility. Like
Mm-hmm.
that's an
Yeah.
iconic line in Spider-Man, like the most impactful line in Spider-Man, and they brought it back for the final movie, or like the second final movie, because they're doing a fourth one.
Yeah.
But they brought that back
Yeah.
into it, so it's a lot of nostalgic, is why I love this movie so much.
Yeah. So there's actually a few things I want to say about Far From Home that I missed. Sorry, but like to go back on it, obviously the cinematography and the score is great, but there's something that confused me about one of the post-ending scenes. Like we saw, like, apparently like Fury and Hills as like these weird aliens. I don't know if they were like illusions or if they were like never actually there. Or I didn't get to deal with that. If someone knows the post-credit scene I'm talking about, maybe you can answer that. But like that confused me at the end. Also, it's interesting that Mysterio uses projectors for its illusions, and he also has supernatural powers, which it like I kind of prefer the supernatural powers more. Like I get the realism, but like
Yeah.
why does he use both for his illusions? Anyway, I just something I missed out while we were doing the Far From Home stuff. But yeah, the jokes are definitely better this time around. Anyway, for No Way Home. So you have it an F. That's really low. That's interesting. Okay.
Why is having an S weird?
No, because usually people love this movie, right?
I put it at the.
I will say this.
Dude, it's at S.
Oh, you said S.
No, I said S, the highest one. We can put
You
it.
said S or F?
S.
S. Okay.
You know the highest?
Yeah.
Yes, it's that tall.
I thought you said put No Way Home at F.
No, I said S. Because I
was,
love
like,
this
so
movie.
Confused. Yeah, I was so confused for a second. Like, oh, F. Wow, that's interesting. Okay.
No, it's not
Anyway.
S. How many S when I
S,
have?
that changes things.
Yeah. Because people
For me,
this movie.
I will say this about No Way Home. You're absolutely right. It's nostalgic, and I do think they use it too much. I will say this. It uses it really well, and it implements it into the story really well. But I think they capitalize on the nostalgia a bit too much. I need to stop waffling with these papers because that's gonna be annoying when I edit the audio.
Yeah, edit your own. Yeah, when you edit, it's gonna annoy you.
Yeah. I can't. We both like fidget with stuff, and it's annoying when I edit.
Yeah, my most fidgety is my phone.
Yeah.
Or my
Anyway.
rubber parts on the tripod for my.
I think I do think this movie is slightly overrated. So, have I mentioned where I put this? I didn't mention, right?
No.
So I'm putting No Way Home. I'm putting No Way Home in B. In a high B. So I have in the B section I have the first Spider-Man movie. Then I have No Way Home. Then Far From Home. Then I have TASM 2. So I do think it's slightly overrated. In the sense that it does too much with the nostalgia. I do obviously love seeing Andrew Garfield and Tobey Maguire again.
Mm-hmm.
I love seeing Sandman again. I will say this. It's very clear they have a favorite villain, because we all know Green Goblin is the one with the most screen time out of the villains.
Yeah.
He's the one
He was the one that first appeared as well.
Yeah. No, that was Doc Ock. Right? Isn't Doc Ock the first one we see? On the bridge?
Yeah, and then it goes to like William Dafoe like being at feast, so
yeah,
he has to see him because Aunt May says that someone's here to see Peter.
And oh my gosh, the fact that Willem Dafoe is 60 and he's still doing these roles.
Yeah, that's insane.
Also, I just want to point out the fact that how old everyone is right now.
Yeah.
Tobey Maguire is the same age Willem Dafoe is when he was first in Spider-Man 1.
Yeah.
We're all old.
Yeah.
Anyway, as much as I love seeing Sandman and Lizard again, I don't like how they got shafted and like I get it because both those actors, the movie was filmed during COVID and they probably couldn't have all the actors on.
Yeah.
But like, they really screwed them over with how little they got, how little screen time they got, and how like they barely did anything. Like the lizard, like what did he really do in that movie?
He kind of just chased
We saw-
them on like the statue.
Yeah.
That was his whole thing.
He didn't do much in that movie. Sandman just wanted to go home, but at the same time, like if he wanted to go home, he could have helped them.
Yeah, I mean he didn't help
He-
Spider-Man against Electro. They had the first time.
He did at the begin when we first saw him again, but like after that, like why was he siding with the other villains?
To get the box back as well, so he could go home.
Yeah.
That's why he. That's literally
Yeah, but
why
like if he wanted to go home,
they wanted the box.
I feel like if he wanted to go home though, his best chance of going home was to help the Spider-Man.
Yeah, but he just wanted the box. They all wanted the box.
Yeah.
But the thing is that they all
Doctor
get
Strange-
cured at the end. No, they all get
Yeah,
cured.
Yeah, they do all get cured. But Doctor Strange versus Spider-Man, I do like that fight a lot.
Yeah. I also like when,
CGI
when he knocks him out, he's trying to grab the box and start moving, even though his
Yeah.
spirit's outside the body.
Yeah.
This is-
The CGI
the
was
spider sense is going
the
off.
CGI is good. It's better than the other movies we've seen, but
Yeah,
like there were some moments when it's a bit iffy, but yeah.
yeah.
I love how in the like was it his soul that we see when Strange separated Peter
Yeah,
from
it's like an actual body.
like
And he's trying to
Yeah,
grab
I
the
love
box
how-
and it's just still moving. Like this,
I love how we physically could see like the squiggles for the Spidey senses in that
yeah,
moment.
and we see that, and that's why he's dodging over Doctor Strange because of the spider
Yeah.
sense.
Yeah.
Or the Peter tingle. That's me.
Yeah.
Continuously calling in the Homecoming movies. I'm excited for the fourth
Again,
one.
we mentioned this in the other review, but like I think No Way Home it has the best suit by far, especially at the end with the
Yeah.
classic suit.
What even the nano
Um,
suit?
Oh yeah, the nano suit is pretty cool, but like I don't like how it's too much like Iron Man. I do think the spider legs are really cool, like the
Yeah.
whatever they're called, like the legs thing.
Yeah.
That's cool. But like I don't like how all these MCU superheroes have nanotech and like they can easily remove this suit.
Yeah, but it's like,
bring
it's
back
like
actual-
futuristic though. You have to think it's like the
Yeah, but
future,
like
so it
I want to
kinda
see
makes
like
sense.
actual helmets again. I want to see like actual helmets and costume again. Like bring back actual helmets.
I know with the futuristic kind of thing they were going with, it kind of makes more sense to
Yeah.
be more nano machines, because that's like the future.
Um,
So,
well, another thing I like is they didn't do too much with the high school stuff, so I like that a
yeah,
lot.
they focus
So-
more on Spider-Man in this one.
Yeah. Yeah.
Kind of like I mean,
So
and especially with him not being remembered at the end, they can't really do like any
Yeah.
of the school stuff with him. They do Ned and MJ school stuff, but they can't do Peter's school stuff in the fourth one because he's not.
yeah.
No one remembers who Peter is. They only know who Spider-Man is. So
Yep. I love how Toby and Andrew were so well integrated to the story. Like they weren't just there as cameos. Like they were like a mentor to Tom Spider-Man. And that's another thing. This movie does a good job at sort of balancing the characters, where like this is like we get to see a lot of them, but at the same time this is still Tom's movie.
yeah,
Like this is still his Spider-Man movie. It doesn't take away his spotlight.
yeah. It's probably to all three Spider-Mans,
Yeah.
which is good.
The score is as good as usual. I've been watching like these videos on YouTube where it's like No Way Home rescored, where they like put in like the different music from the past Spider-Man movies into No Way
Uh-huh.
Home, or like or even the classic Spider-Man theme as
Yeah.
well. It's like oh, that would have been so cool if they did that.
Yeah,
The final swing is good, although I would have loved to see a final swing with all three of them.
yeah. But they had to go back, you know.
Yeah, obviously.
Yeah.
And then
Couldn't keep them in the sword.
I honestly, Tom Holland's Peter Parker, I do like that this is basically his origin story, and like it's a new beginning for him basically.
Yeah.
And what else? It's basically honestly he caused a lot of this himself. Like this is basically
With
his own
him
fault
constantly wanting to change the spell.
Yeah.
So only
Yeah.
sort of people remembered him as Spider-Man.
So like he owned up to the whole.
Yeah, at the end
"Oh,
he's
I
like,
need to
yeah, this is all my
take
fault
responsibility
for
for
me
this."
wanting to keep changing
You know,
it.
it's kind of going back to the, like, with great power comes great responsibility thing. Like, oh, I need to take
Yeah, so
responsibility
he
for this. This is
basically
my
just
fault.
says, all these people are
Yeah.
coming in, so just make everyone forget who Peter Parker is, because that's where they're coming. So I'm Peter
Yeah.
Parker, so just make everyone
Also,
forget who Peter Parker is.
I think killing off Aunt May and giving her that line was really well done.
Yeah.
And honestly, especially since this Peter doesn't have an Uncle
Yeah.
Ben, so like it makes sense to give
He
it to
needs
Aunt
someone
May.
to bring in with great power comes great responsibility.
The fight scene, in the hall with against Green Goblin was good.
Yeah.
I love when Tom Holland against Green Goblin in the Statue of Liberty. He's like, "No, I just want to kill you myself." That was a good line.
Yeah.
Yeah. Can the Spider-Man come out to play? I love how like the little references to the past
Yeah.
Spider-Man movies.
Yeah. Kind of like when Andrew Garfield takes off his mask for that lecture when Electro thought he was black.
Yeah.
It's like I thought.
Oh my gosh.
It's like I thought you were black. So yeah, when he's having Black Spider-Man out somewhere, basically Miles Morales. He's the Black Spider-Man.
Yeah.
So it's like he's a Black Spider-Man. Everyone who knows, it's Miles Morales. He is a Black Spider-Man.
Yep. Speaking of Andrew Garfield in this movie, I love that they gave him a redemption with saving MJ.
Yeah,
like a redemption.
He does it, but instead of he saves her and she survives, unlike with Gwen, he couldn't save her. So when he ends when he's able to save MJ.
And I heard that Andrew Garfield was the one that pitched that scene. Like he really wanted that scene to be in the movie.
Yeah. Actually, interestingly enough, Andrew Garfield actually in the movie says that he loves them. Apparently, there's an extended version on Netflix where it's the three of them in like a call where they both say to Andrew Garfield that they love him as well. That was actually really
I think that was improv. I feel like that was improv on Andrew's part.
Yeah, because they didn't say the movie, but in the extended version before the movie starts, there's that clip where they say it as well to Andrew Garfield.
Yeah.
So they all got to basically say it,
I love the scene where all three of them are in the lab and they're just interacting, and also like when Toby Spider-Man was like he shoots out the web and they're all freaked out like, how did you do that? And Toby's like, you can't do that, huh?
Yeah, and then the one's like, so does it come out like anywhere else or just your wrist?
Yeah.
Just my wrist.
Like also the three of them talking in the Statue of Liberty was like so organic and well
it's
done.
It's like what they've all done. And it's like, oh, you've been to space, and if you fought an alien, it's like, oh,
I like how
I've done this fighting guy. I've actually got a Lio suit. Like,
I love how Andrew Garfield Spider-Man is like, I'm lame. All I bought was like a rhino. And I love how Toby Spider-Man is like, you are not lame. You are amazing.
Yeah, literally, his series is called The
top?
Amazing Spider-Man, and then he's literally called Amazing My Toby, which I thought was like a good thing to like his actual Amazing Spider-Man series. Like his movies. Because they both fought aliens, and he fought a Russian guy in a Lio suit.
I from what I hear from people about No Way Home, it's like it's good the first time around, but when you watch it again, you start noticing all these like flaws in the movies.
Yeah, sometimes
which I can see because
sometimes you watch movies because sometimes you just focus on the movie just for the enjoyment, and then usually another time you try to see other stuff more than just what you've seen because you've already seen the movie, so you know what's happening, so you want to see other stuff. So you start noticing other stuff because you're not watching the movie just for the enjoyment the second time. You're like analyzing the movie.
So that's kind of my thing with both TASM 2 and Spider-Man 3 is like objectively they're not great, but my enjoyment of those movies surpass all of that.
That's basically what I'm
anyway,
them.
So as much as I love No Way Home, I do think it's slightly overrated and can get a bit much, so I'm putting it at B for me. Yeah. Okay, so to recap the Tom Holland movies, for me I have Homecoming at F, Far From Home at B, and then No Way Home at a high B.
For me, Homecoming B, like top high B, middle A for Far From Home, and S for No Way Home.
Yeah. Yep. So to recap all of the Spider-Man movies now, we have Tobey's first movie, B, second movie, S, third movie, C, Andrew's first movie is an A, Andrew's second movie is a B for me, and then Tom's first movie is an F for me, his second movie is a B, his third movie is a B, and then that's all his movies so far that we know of, because I think there's a fourth one
Yeah,
coming.
there's a fourth one coming. It's just, I think they're starting filming next year, I think, actually. And
I do want to rank. You've seen the Spiderverse movies, right?
I've seen the first one, unfortunately. I've been meaning to watch the second one. I just haven't had time to watch it.
We can rank the first one, and I'm gonna rank the second one as well because I've seen the second one.
So, from my rankings, like my Spider-Man movies, I have the first Spider-Man movie in A, the second one in B.
Okay.
Huh? Like Tobey's.
I said okay.
Movies, the first one's A, the second one's B, the third one's C, and then for Andrew Garfield's, the first one's A, the second one's B, and for Tom Holland's, the first one's in B, and then A, and the final one's in S.
Yeah, okay. And then for me, now we can go into the Spider-Verse, the first one.
Which one is
for me,
that?
I'm honestly gonna put this
one. The one at the end, or is that the one in the middle? Which one's?
The one in the middle. I think the one at the end is the second one. So for the first Spider-Verse movie, I'm gonna put in an A. I liked it. I love how obviously all the references, but like, it was a good story. I love how we have a different villain here with Kingpin. I love Spider-Gwen and Peter B. Parker.
And you're probably not super hyped about the multiverse.
I love Penny Parker. Penny Parker is funny.
You like the multiverse?
Spider-Noir.
Oh, you don't like the multiverse?
Multiverse?
Because it's not a multiverse movie.
Yeah, it is a multiverse movie, but like, I'd like how it's its own multiverse and not like connected to anything else. So
for me, I'm putting an S. I literally love this movie. Like, the only thing I dislike is...
Oh, you said S.
Huh?
You said S, right?
The only...
I swear I heard F
No,
again.
I said S. The only thing I don't like about it is Peter's death at the beginning. Other than that, I love everything about the movie.
Yeah. I love the whole, like, it's like, oh my, let's do this one more time. This is the last one, I swear.
I don't have any, like, complaints about this movie.
Yeah. I like this movie, and honestly, I know you haven't seen the second one, but I think I'm going to put the second one also in A. I honestly can't decide which one is better.
I hear the second one is better. I've only seen clips from it from like trailers. Unfortunately, I'm going to watch it eventually. But
yeah, I go back and forth between them. Like okay, maybe the first better or the second one. I do like the villain in the second one, and I do like the story in the second one slightly more.
Yeah.
But yeah, I don't know. They're both an A for me.
Yeah.
I'm not gonna rank these older Spider-Man movies. Have you seen the Venom movies?
I've seen the first two Venom movies because, you know, one's on Disney Plus, the other's on Netflix, and the third one's not out yet.
Yeah.
Morbius I heard was terrible. I didn't even know it was a Spider movie. And actually, one movie that I'm missing here is Madam Web. That's a Spider-Man movie too. But it's missing from this list.
I heard that one's really bad.
Yeah, it's bad too.
From what I hear,
it's also not here, but it's also really bad like Morbius. Those are, I feel like good Spider-Man movies that don't have Spider-Man are like the Venom movies, because they're pretty, like, people say they're good movies, Venom movies. I'm
gonna put the Venom movies and Morbius and the older Spider-Man never watched for me.
Yeah, I
have no plans of seeing them.
I will make the Venom movies because I've seen them. Because I don't think the last ones... I think it's only the first and second one here. In this three. And I'm going to put, of course, the second Into the Spider-Verse movie and never watched either because I haven't watched it yet. But I am going to...
You should watch it. It's really good.
But I'm going to... It's on Disney Plus. But I am going to make the two Venom movies because I have seen them both. So I will make the two Venom movies myself. After you finish with the Spider-Verse movie.
Oh, I already put them on Never Watch.
Yeah, but I put the second Spider-Verse movie in Never Watch, but once you're done with Spider-Verse, I'll make my Venom ones. I'll make the Venom.
Oh, you can talk about the Venom one now. I'm pretty much done with Spider-Verse.
So for the first Venom movie,
The animation.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So for Venom, I'd probably put that in B, like probably above the Amazing Spider-Man 2, but not as good as Spider-Man 2. Now the Venom movie was good, and I thought it was interesting. Probably my favorite scene is at the very end when the guy's robbing the store. He's like, "Who the hell are you?" And it's like, "We are Venom." I just love that. It's like, like it's just like it's just basically with half to Brock and half to Venom. It's like, "We are Venom." I just love that scene so much. I'm like, that's like the best part of the whole movie. That I can literally rewatch that scene over and over until. But eventually, watching too much will eventually lose its appeal. But I love that scene.
Yeah.
It's so good. And the woman in one, she knows Eddie Brock is Venom. And knows that he's kind of like... But he kind of like plays a hero role instead of actually a villain more. Which is interesting.
Yeah.
That Venom's like... Oh, I guess... We're not full-on superhero, but he's like anti-hero. But he usually
anti-hero is
does
the best word for it.
heroic stuff rather than like evil stuff. Like stopping the robbery at the end of the movie. If someone's like if she's in trouble, he helps her. So
I find it interesting.
Really interesting how he took
so
anti-hero rather than like the full-on villain role that he's usually known for.
Yeah, that's definitely an anti-hero. But I find it interesting you like this movie because from what I hear, again, I haven't seen this movie, but from what I hear is that the Venom movies are not great. They're certainly better than Mobius.
Good,
from what
but
I hear,
they're not great. That's why it's like a low B.
Yeah.
And this the first one is a low B. But I really think it's interesting that they went for a different thing than like instead of going full-on villain, they went for like anti-hero.
Yeah.
Which I think is interesting.
Yeah.
And for the second one,
so something. Yeah,
I'm
gonna
put that at like the bottom of A. So, like,
okay. Second one's better?
Second one's better. And I like it because the final fight against Carnage is very interesting. Because Carnage is supposed to be stronger than Venom.
Interesting.
So it's interesting to actually see Carnage not appear to Batman in a Venom movie, but in a Venom movie, and they have a great ending fight in that thing. I think the Venom Carnage fight is great at like the clock tower with like Venom's ex-girlfriend and like Carnage's girlfriend, both like there, and like the current boyfriend of Venom's ex-girlfriend is there too. It's just, I just think it's really interesting, like the whole fight in like the church with the clock and all that. It's such a good fight.
Yeah.
I love that fight scene. Like the ending fight is so good. Yeah, I love how when Venom wants to use Carnage, like he's Venom, he goes back into Brock saying that he's scared to fight Carnage. That's hilarious. Like Venom is scared of Carnage, so instead of being Venom, he goes back inside of Brock.
I have heard about the Carnage scene. I saw that. I thought it was funny, with the priest scenes and stuff with Carnage and Venom. Yeah, I've seen clips of that.
Yeah, I think it was really good. I really enjoyed it.
Looking at my list, I realized none of the movies I put in D.
Yeah, me either.
None of them were that.
None of them were so bad that they
bad.
made D, but I also never put one in F because I actually like Homecoming more. So I didn't put any D and none in F. So I'm surprised.
So going back to for me for both Spiderverse movies, I think the best thing is
that's what people. I hear people
always
say they love the animation for movies.
I love how they intentionally drop the frames to make it look like an actual comic.
Yeah, and I like how actually instead of focusing on another Peter Parker, we get a completely different Spider-Man. And and with Multiverse, they focus on different Spider-Mans rather than just Peter Parker.
Yeah.
We like Miles,
and the story, the music,
Penny Parker, Porky Parker, the pig,
Peter Parker,
the pig Spider-Man. Yeah, that's I really like that about it. How they bring in even more
the story,
even more Spider-Mans.
Yeah, the story, the music, the camera shots are all well done. Sony Animations really redeemed themselves with these movies, and honestly,
I'm excited for the third one.
I think the third movie is delayed right now, so you have a lot of time for the second movie because the third one's delayed.
Yeah, the third one I know. I mean, all the Spider-Man movies are by Sony.
Yeah.
Sony's involved in all the live action Spider-Man movies.
Looking at my list right now, honestly, for me, the second Spider-Man movie and TASM 1 could be interchanged between A and S. They could both be A and S for me. I could go back and forth on them.
Yeah. I mean, Homecoming for me could go between A and B, but I decided to put it in B.
Yeah.
But yeah.
So screenshot your tier list and then send it to me after this recording because I'm gonna put them on as a community post on the channel.
Okay. I don't know how to screenshot. I'll have to do that after.
Okay.
Okay, so we've...
You don't know the screenshot? Can't you screenshot with like the Windows symbols in print?
I think so.
So like hold the Windows key and then press print
No,
screen.
I don't want to show that on the recording. I'll do that after.
Okay.
If I can, I guess
Yeah.
I'll send you a screenshot somehow. Whether it's through the actual or
Yeah.
whether you don't do it through my phone. But I will see.
All right, and that is the tier list for the Spider-Man movies.
Yeah.
You guys see. Now we're moving on to the anime transformation
Even
one
though-
because this is the Anime North podcast.
Yes, and we've been going for like almost 2 hours. We've probably for like 2 hours. And
Yeah.
we got the same podcast. I didn't.
Yeah, we really went into that review,
Yeah,
dude.
I
We
didn't
did a
really
lot with
think that would
review.
take that long. Mostly for this, we're just gonna do the ones we've actually seen, because we've done over
Yeah.
two.
Well, you can do that. I'm just gonna go in order.
I'm gonna go for the one I've seen because we are literally over 2 hours like into this video.
Also, the ranking for this one is S plus, S, A, B, C, D, and
Yeah,
F.
that's what it is.
So who's this first? I think this first one is Obito. I think. Right?
Yeah, I think Obito is the first one.
I don't remember much about Naruto and Naruto Shippuden, but I do like his transformation. I'm gonna put him B, and not the Naruto after. In both Naruto's after that, I'm gonna put in A. Just based on looks and
Then we have
designs.
Hunter x Hunter.
Is that Hunter x Hunter?
Yeah,
the
it's
next
gone
one?
in like its full power dark form. And after that, I'm pretty sure it's. I want to say that's Dracula from Hellsing. But I don't remember Dracula having transformation to Hellsing Ultimate. And I don't remember Alucard having one either. And then I think the next one is Asta from Black Clover. I think. And then we have Ichigo from Bleach. Oh god. Damn it. I think this was Ichigo's first Bankai. I can't remember. God damn it, it's been so long since I've seen the original Bleach. Damn it. Okay, blah blah blah. I'm gonna put this one in B. Okay. It's gone silent. This is a little strange. It's strange, gone completely silent. On Gabe's end. I can't hear him at all. I don't know what to do. I just want to weird silence. Start a new auto?
Hold on.
What?
Okay, my microphone cut out and disconnected, so I had to restart my audio. I started a new audio file.
Okay. That explains why I couldn't hear you.
Yeah.
Could you hear me though?
Yeah, I can hear you.
Okay, so You heard that where I put the first Ichigo, right?
Yeah.
Because that's, I think that's his first Bankai transformation.
So
it's been a long time since I've seen it.
I put the first
Honestly.
Ichigo at C, and I put Gohan's beast form in A.
For me, Gohan's Beast Form, that's an S plus. Like that scene, holy, that was so epic.
Yeah.
Why can't I grab this? Well, there we go. Yeah, I love the Beast transformation. I think it's so cool.
Yeah.
I love how when Max just punches him and then he just like smirks and moves his hand away.
Yeah.
It didn't even affect him. That was like so epic. I love that scene.
This next one for Deku, it's interesting they chose this form of Deku because there's a lot cooler ones, but I'm gonna put this one in B because there's a lot cooler forms of Deku. That's full
And
Calvin.
Fairy Tale.
Yep.
Now the thing is, I've played the games, so I haven't seen anime, so I don't know if I should rank these or not.
So Gray, this is the first time we've seen Gray's Demon Slayer, like Ice Demon Slayer form. So it's an okay transformation in terms of the sequence, but the look is alright. I'm gonna put it in B. High B though, it looks cool. Natsu's E and D form, I expected it to look cooler. I'm gonna put it in a low A, but yeah. And Urza's I'm gonna put it in mid B because
It's just multiple different like forms you could have used.
yeah, Urza's whole thing is transformation. So
Next we have, do you know the next character?
no, I actually can't tell who this is.
That is actually Ichigo.
Oh,
This is Ichigo's final Getsuko Tensho form. This was the form he used at the this was at the end of Aizen. This actually was a really cool transformation. I really like it.
I'm gonna put it in B because it does look cool.
Yeah, I'm putting it in S.
Wait, is it the one next to the Luffy one? Is that the one you're talking about?
No, I'm talking about the one with black hair.
Oh, yeah. Oh, that does look cool.
Ichigo.
Yeah, I'm gonna put that one in A.
The other one, I think that is actually, I think that's near the end of the series before he gets his Soul Reaper powers back. I think.
Yeah.
So that one, I am going to put that one in B, but above his Force Bankai.
Yeah.
And then we have Luffy.
This is an iconic one.
3, 4.
I've seen
It's all
the sequence
5 of
before.
his gears.
I'm gonna put this one in A just because of how iconic it is.
Gear 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5.
These are all Luffy, aren't they?
Yeah, it's all his gears. 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5. I think it's 1, 2, 3, 5, and 4 is the order. I know 5 is definitely the white hair one.
Yeah. The white hair one, it looks cool. I'm gonna put that in B, but those are the only Luffy ones I'm gonna rank because I don't know much about One Piece.
Next we have
Tokyo Ghoul. Oh, this is sick. I'm gonna put this one in A as well because I love the sequence for this one. It was so cool. I love Tokyo Ghoul.
And after is Killua from Hunter.
Wait, what's Killua? Oh yeah, Hunter x Hunter. Yeah, again, I've only seen one sequence for one volume of Hunter x Hunter, so I can't really talk. I'm gonna put it in B. It does look really cool.
What's that black and white one from?
I have no idea. I can't because the images are so small, so I can't really tell.
I know. I have no idea.
I'm gonna skip over to this Ichigo one with the mask. Iconic.
I'm gonna switch over to Gone the Gone.
I'm gonna actually both of these Ichigo ones are cool.
There's a Gurren Lagann one.
Oh yeah, Gurren Lagann?
Yeah.
The red one, right? The red mech?
It's right next to the black and white one. I don't know. I think this is when the first time they fused their mechs together. Are you sure this Gurren Lagann? Yeah, I recognize the guy's glasses and his hair. This is going on. This is the first time I think they fused their mechs together.
That does not look like Gurren Lagann. I thought you were talking about the red. Oh no, this is Evangelion, the red one, right?
The red one? You mean like the red armor?
Yeah, the red armor. Isn't that Evangelion? Or is that Excel World? I don't even know.
I'm pretty sure it's High School DxD. That's like you say, it's like Dragon.
Is it?
Or whatever. Yes.
I don't remember that. I don't remember DXD. I haven't seen it in so long.
Yeah, that's at High School DxD.
Okay.
That's his most powerful form, I think.
I'm putting it on B. Oh, Boruto? Oh, Boruto's transformation is also a B. It's pretty good. It's pretty
I
alright.
don't know what that other one is right before the Ichigo one. I think that's Guts from Berserk. Actually, that may that Goblin Slayer.
I'm gonna put this
Anyway.
Naruto one, all the Naruto ones here, and I'm gonna put Orange Piccolo in this B tier as well.
Okay, for the other Ichigo one with the hollow mask, I'm gonna put that in A. I really like the hollow mask. And then this one I cannot remember, but I will put that one in A, and then the next one I'm gonna put in B, and this one I'm gonna put in C. And that last one's kind of cool. I'm gonna put that one in A tier.
So
And now we are on to Issei. I love.
Wait.
I like Dragon. I'm gonna put.
Is that?
Issei
Oh my gosh!
in
I couldn't. I didn't recognize her, but I think that's what's the name? The girl from Kill la Kill. I've seen it. Her transformation
Yeah.
is pretty good. I'm gonna put it like a high B here. And Boruto.
Okay, I'm gonna go on to Majin Vegeta because I haven't seen, the other animes. JoJo's Bizarre Adventure, Boruto, Kill la Kill, Naruto, Fairy Tail.
I'm gonna put.
Majin Vegeta. Oh
Wait, what about
my
Lucy?
God.
You skipped Lucy.
Yeah, but I haven't actually seen Fairy Tail. I've
So
only played the game.
Lucy Stardust form. I'm gonna put that in A because all the transformations are good. It also depends on the Stardust form that she's transforming into. But
I'm putting Majin Vegeta in S.
S?
I love the
Majin Vegeta?
transformation. Yes. Yes.
I'm gonna put that. Yeah.
Where'd you put Nezuko?
Honestly, I might put Majin Vegeta as S as well.
I love the Orange Piccolo. I'm putting that as high A. Like highest
Wait,
A.
what? For who?
Orange Piccolo.
Orange Piccolo. Okay. I put Orange Piccolo at high B. I'm gonna put Nezuko low A. It's pretty good.
One Piece character
Who? Where?
next to Naruto.
I couldn't tell. Oh, isn't this Goku Super Saiyan 2?
What? The Super Saiyan? No, that's Force Form.
That's Super Saiyan 1?
Yeah.
Oh.
I don't know these ones. But honestly, I have to put this S plus. How iconic Super Saiyan is.
Yeah, honestly, I was gonna say the same thing. How iconic Super Saiyan
Yeah,
is.
it
It's gotta
has to be S plus. But I still think Peace Corn looks better.
Aaron
Yeah, I
Yeager.
will-
I'm gonna put Aaron Yeager in A tier, like high A tier, just because of the first time we've seen it.
I have to put him in S tier because, we share the same name.
Of course. I'm gonna go skip all the way to Ultra. This is Ultra Instinct Goku, right? This one here.
Oh, you're skipping Ultra Ego Vegeta.
Yeah. I'm gonna put that in S
Ultra
tier.
Ego Vegeta.
I'm gonna put Ultra
I have to
Instinct.
put Ultra Ego in S plus.
Yeah, I'm putting Ultra Instinct Goku in S plus.
And Ultra Instinct Sign Goku, specifically, not even mastered, I will put between Super Saiyan and Ultra Ego.
Honestly,
And for the final one,
I think that's all the ones for me. The ones that I can notice.
and now we have the final one is Ichigo's hollow form.
Is that the last one?
Yeah.
It
Ichigo's
looks
hollow
really
form.
cool. I'm gonna put that in A. To be honest, it looks really cool.
Yeah, I'm gonna put it in between Orange Piccolo and Ichigo with the hollow mouth. So this is my ranking of the characters that I know, or
Yeah.
at least the anime I've seen.
Screenshot this one as well.
Yeah.
So
Yeah.
so my anime transformation, I put in S plus. I have Ultra Instinct Goku. In S
Sign.
I have Majin Vegeta, Super Saiyan 1 Goku, and Ultra Ego Vegeta. And then in A, I have Eren Yeager, a bunch of Naruto ones, Beast Gohan, Natsu E and D, Ichigo, the Black Kid Ichigo, One Piece, Kaneki from Tokyo Ghoul, another Ichigo with the mask, Lucy, Nezuko, and Ichigo with the white horns.
Mm-hmm.
And then in B, I have Gray and Urza and I forgot her name, but the girl from Kill la Kill. I've seen the anime and I generally like the anime, so I put it in B. Orange Piccolo. I put two Naruto ones there, and Boruto and Obito and Killua. I put another Naruto and Deku, and then Ichigo and Luffy are in B. I do have one Ichigo in C, but yeah. And
Yeah, so do
obviously, I have DXD and B as well, but yeah.
And then for me, for my S+, I have Beast Gohan, Super Saiyan Goku, Ultra Instinct Saiyan Goku, and Ultra Ego Vegeta. And that's I have the black hat-haired Ichigo, Majin Vegeta, and Eren Yeager. In A tier, I have Orange Piccolo, the hollow form Ichigo with half the mask, 2 more Ichigos. In B, I have the remaining Ichigos and Issei, and then in C, I have the final Ichigo and Gon Lagann.
I like how we went through this one much faster than than the Spider-Man
Well, I
one.
feel for this one,
Yeah.
we didn't really, like, for these, it's
Yeah.
not like we did reviews of the
Yeah, that's
movies,
true.
or the anime series, we just kind of placed them. you know?
Yeah, I kind of based it mine off like iconicity, the looks, the sequence,
Yeah.
and stuff. Yeah.
Yeah, and that's how I base them. Though some of the Ichigo ones, for me, they're kind of hard to rank, because,
Yeah.
none of these are, from the newest one. These are, original Bleach, not 1,000-Year Blood War, so I don't remember some of these.
Yeah, that's the thing for me,
transformations.
is because I don't remember a lot about Bleach. It's been so long since I watched it. I've been trying to remember it based on how well I remember and how iconic they are to me.
Like, the thing is, these are all from, the 300, first 360 episodes.
Yeah.
None of this is, from, 1,000-Year Blood War, which I'm currently watching.
Yeah.
So some of these I don't remember. I obviously remember, the black hair, the horns, I remember those ones.
Yeah.
But some of these I just don't remember. I don't remember him having.
So-
I seem I just can't remember when.
I'm gonna
The last one
screenshot.
might be 1,000-Year Blood War.
I'm screenshotting both my tier lists right now, and you can send me your screenshots after the recording.
As well as the video and the audio.
Yep.
And
And
so,
so I think that should be all for today, you guys. Thanks for joining us. And honestly,
Yeah.
this was a lot of fun. There's a lot of different tier lists we can do. So we can
I
definitely
also
do
think
this
this is the longest podcast we've done.
for I was gonna say for sure, but I feel like the Marvel's Rivals one was longer when we were looking at the facts and stuff. I
Yeah,
feel
but
like that one might have been
usually-
longer. Yeah.
Yeah, but with that,
Yeah.
usually we start the audio recording before the
Yeah.
actual video. But this was audio recording, then not even a minute in we started doing the video. Because for once
Yeah.
we didn't have technical problems.
Yeah,
For once.
because there were no technical problems that needed to be there.
Yeah, finally, for once, no technical problem we had,
Yeah.
so we could just go straight into recording.
Exactly. So I really like doing these tier lists, and there are many different tier lists we can do, especially different anime tier lists. So we can definitely do this again.
Yeah.
With different anime. So yeah. I think that should be it for today. Thanks for joining us, guys, and for
Yeah,
listening.
thank you so much.
This is gonna be really fun to edit. I say sarcastically, but yeah.
You don't have to do any shorts for this if you don't want to. There's not
Yep.
really anything that needs shorts. But you'll probably do some shorts.
Yeah. See you guys.
See ya.